live here from Florida to Canada to California to Thailand, even
parts unknown,
and possibly, I don't know, possibly forget my sound effects. I forget it. We could actually be, heard in, I would imagine,
China.
I mean, it's a possibility. You don't know. But anyway, Jim,
hi.
Always glad to see you feeling a little better. I know you're struggling.
Only because
I'm sorry. Definitely sorry to hear that you're still working hard at getting better. But we're glad that you look good. I don't know what this having an operation has made you more handsome somehow. You've got a glow.
I think this camera makes me look like I've lost 13 pounds because
Did you lose 13 pounds? Did you? There's easier ways to lose weight than have someone, cut parts out of your body, by the way.
But my new knee, I think, is 26 pounds. So I must have lost 39.
Really?
I don't know.
So you have a better lower center of gravity now.
Yeah, it was pretty low to begin with. Christ, I'm only 5'6".
Well, I understand, but that's in relation to your overall height. So your height has nothing to do with that.
Yeah,
You're 5'6".
Yeah, and a half. But I lay down 2 inches taller.
That's 2 inches. That's an important half inch.
Because
anyway, let's welcome. I'm sorry. I apologize. What were you saying?
It's because I've measured. I need all the advertising I can get.
5'6". You seem taller.
Well,
I
talk a big game.
You just come across, and you're sturdy. You get the
solid
guns. Huh?
Freaking rock. Solid. It's that's plumbic. That's Latin for lead,
One thing about I bought this shirt from Ken's channel, because trees are dicks, but he made it the right green that
you can see right
through.
I'm
transparent, and clearly I have no heart.
I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
All right, we're up to 18 viewers.
That's not good enough. Let's call it a night.
All right, I've had it up to here. But not
it's not quantity. It's now 17. Look at that. Boom, they believe me. It's quality, not quantity. And by the way, I messed up with with the little musical intro, and you weren't looking, but I when I clicked, it didn't click, and there was like a second in between the videos, and your head was down going,
But it always does that. If you check back, it always does that in between the intro and the going live. There's that little.
Every once in a while, I get it just right. I don't know. I don't know what the trick is. Because what I tried doing was when it still said 1, then I click it, and then sometimes there's a gap anyway. So I don't know. We'll figure it out someday. If anybody out there in the chat knows how to do that correctly, yeah, Bill, make one video, connect it to get that would make sense. But anyway. So why don't we say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Okay,
we're done. Now what?
That's it. I don't know.
Where's your notes?
We got all kinds of great people in here. Johnny Drone Flyer, one of my favorites, of course. I love everybody. Maddie's Drone World, Mr. B, new guy in town. Mr. B, Outdoors Misadventures. That's a lot of letters. I checked out your channel. He's a legitimate guy, by the way, folks. Don't be afraid to talk to him. He's not going to sell you a porn site, as far as I know. Michael's Drones and RC Hobby. How you doing, buddy? Susan Lee. I see there's a collection going on. We'll discuss that in a minute because I'm not sure what that's for. Flying Flynn Media. John Flynn, how are you? And 107 Drones, welcome in, my friend. And we Scott do. How do you do? Oh, we're up to 20.
Yeah.
They knew I was announcing their names, so they wanted, they want to.
Yeah. Gary the lurker.
I'm sorry, Gary's lurking. Please continue to read the names so we don't cross over each other.
Oh well, okay. Did we?
I don't want to cross over. I don't want to talk.
But
Last,
you just
last
did.
thing I want to do
You're just
is crosstalk, you know.
interrupting Cal. Moo. Barkley at 107. Kenny, haven't seen Kenny in a long time. Place it here. And going way back up top there, Lexus Akarasho was here. Maddie's Drone World. And Mikey from Fly Zone Drones. I noticed Mikey goes up a lot, but Sergio doesn't.
He does.
But we love him the same.
He does. I think Sergio gets more, action because he's married. So, you don't see him.
Well, yeah, he's got that parental thing going on too.
There is that.
And David from AZ Drones.
Who?
David from AZ Drones.
Oh, AZ Drone Dude.
Drone Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm hip. Yeah. That's a bunch of them. I think we nailed everybody. We nailed them.
We nailed them. Did we? I'm going to look back because I think you're falling down on the. I think it's the meds kicking in. I don't see anybody.
Mikey's I told you. Mikey's the boss. Anybody we missed, say hi.
Hi, everybody. Gorge. Good to see everybody in there. We, I spent some time trying to figure out what we might talk about tonight, and I realized it doesn't matter. You guys will show up anyway because you're I don't know. You like Jim. Got to be it. I like Jim. I'm glad Jim's feeling better. It hurt my heart that he didn't feel good.
Yeah.
It also hurt my heart whenever he showed me a picture of his leg. I should probably share that with the crowd.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
No.
Why
not? I'll have to find it. I have it saved, somewhere really, really, really important. Hold on. I don't see it. Okay, sorry. It looks like a capicola roast. It's got like wrapped up and got big old scars.
Yeah, cigarette time, Alexis.
Well, she doesn't want to see it either. See, nobody wants to see you in pain.
No,
let's see. Jax, no. Where are you in here?
Who?
I was just talking to you. I'm looking. You sent it to me through
Messenger.
Yeah. So I was just looking. There it is. Oh, that's attractive. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, friends and neighbors. Wait a second.
Dun, dun, dun.
I gotta get. Let's key that up. Oh, I did that pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that attractive? Let's maximize that. Can I? How do you maximize these?
That's when the I think the 512 staples, were they out there by then?
Every time somebody brings it up, there's more staples in there.
Hi, Art.
Apparently, radar towers can pick you up now.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, everybody, get a good look. Make sure you ingrain that in your memory so you think about that when you sleep tonight. Isn't that attractive? Especially like how you pulled up in your short pant. I'm glad you didn't show, the little escapee that sometimes happens with shorts.
Oh, those are fleece shorts. Those aren't underwears.
Well, thank you, Michael. Did you see what he said? That's so nice.
It's a nice button for our awesome host, Bill.
Awesome. Not in size. He meant in actual awesomeality. That's a word. Oh, no. No, that's pathetic. I'm sorry about that. That's a fart.
You're fired.
Oh my goodness, where is it? That scar's half my height.
Did I show you my mug, my glass?
No.
I got another little Laura Llama, ladies and gentlemen. And when you're playing people online, you can say cheat, boo, right there. So I was using this today in her channel when we were doing trivia. Came in
Yeah.
handy. They were all cheating.
Is that a tumbler?
Yes, I believe it is called a tumbler.
Oh, and
Which
speaking
is
about
an interesting name for a glass that you don't want to fall over.
there's Sergio. Speaking of the devil, his ears must have been burning.
I'm starting to think that. Hi, Serge. I wonder whether you think that glass was made in
China.
Everything is. Hi, Tim Jackson.
Tim Jackson. All right. Maybe I should put the link out there in the chat. See who wants to pop in. What do you think? Do we run out of things to talk? We could talk about DJ. Let's look at some news of the day.
Drone shit? Are you going to really bring that up?
I like drones.
Okay.
Drones are fun. So are boats, motorcycles, and talking to you.
Yeah.
You're one of my toys now. you're in there.
I need a new hobby.
You need a what?
I need a new hobby.
Oh, well, you know what? You're going to be off of work for a while, so that gives you time to develop a new skill.
Yeah.
Work on your personal interrelationships with the non-English speakers at the coffee shop. You know.
Are you allowed to say gym and skill in the same sentence?
Why not? I don't understand why not. Sure.
I have no skill.
You got lots of skill.
Pissing people off, I can do that really, really well.
That's a skill. Being funny is a skill.
Do you know how many people at work are texting me and telling me how quiet it is at work?
Let's hope they don't get used to it. Oh, shit. Jim, we want to make sure you're healthy. Don't rush back.
Yeah. Holy Christ. A CPM machine. I'm not sure what that is. Cardiopulmonary muscular dystrophy machine. What the hell is that?
CPM.
I don't know. I got a CPAP machine.
Do you? So do I. I got two.
Yeah.
Neither of them work.
Neither of them work.
No, they're both broken. I listened to William Shatner. I think that was the problem. And I put that So Clean on it. And they're both broke. And I'm not buying another one. I'm waiting for, I mean, they're like, by the time you get to it, it's a lot of money.
I know.
And my insurance will pay for another one in about 6 months. Plus, mine were recalled anyway, and Philips is supposed to be replacing it,
Wow.
which I might get by the end of the year. So that'll be I'll finally start to get a good night. Because that's the thing. Once you get used to sleeping with one,
You
you
can't
take it away.
You can't.
I know. So that's why I'm a little. That's my excuse. That's why I'm a little scatterbrained lately.
I know. When I try to have a cat nap and I start falling asleep, I snore, and the snoring wakes me up. Not the fact that I stop breathing 236 times.
Let's look into this. That's interesting. The terms that we use, the words that we use to describe things. You just said catnap.
Catnap.
What? Let's delve right into that. Why do you think they call them catnaps?
Because cats can fall asleep just like that for like 2 minutes, and boing, they're up and away they go. It's a cat nap, just a short little shut eye.
I've heard nip, but my dogs can do the same thing.
Little dog nap, little nappy poo.
Does it just not sound as good as catnap?
Nah, cat.
The sound catnap is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just interesting. Why people say. Why do people? Anybody else in there?
Cat
Because
nap.
cats are always frigging. All right. Here we go.
Yeah. Why don't we call them?
Because they're always frigging sleeping. So, speaking of cats and cool cats and kitties and
Puppies.
sexy kittens, here we got, ladies and gentlemen, Tammy G.
That was some introduction. Hello, hello.
I like mine better.
Are these art sound effects?
My crowd's bigger for Tammy Jean than yours.
Oh.
Oh, well, wait. I'm not even gonna. I was gonna comment on that, and I'm cutting it off right there. Hi, Tammy G. Welcome
Hello.
in. His crowd is bigger for you. How's everything going with you and Max? I am glad to. By the way, I'm very pleased to have you join us because I don't think you've done this. Have you been on here before?
You ask me that every time I'm on here.
Okay.
Well, that would answer his own question by saying, "Yeah, she has." A little hippopotamus.
Well, it's always a pleasure, like the first time. How about that? Feels like the first
time we were naked.
I wasn't naked, guaranteed.
No, Max and I were. Did you ever look up that stream?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I really should. I should feature it and get myself a few hundred more subscribers. Are you sure it was my channel?
Yes.
Yeah.
You found it, Jim, for real?
Absolutely.
When was it? Like a year ago?
Oh God, no.
I don't remember. But we hadn't done many live streams at that point. But yeah, we did Uncle Bill's stream. We were naked. You couldn't see. It was here up. And people kept asking us to stand up. Oh, that's not the one you were watching, Jim?
In here, I was watching the one in here. Yes. Everybody wanted you to fix a picture on the wall.
Everyone, yes. Can you please fix that picture on the wall is crooked?
Yeah.
What
and
picture?
I kept saying to Max, why do they keep saying the picture's crooked? I didn't get that until afterwards.
Nah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. It's a school night for me. Gotta get up early to go to work tomorrow. So.
Did you bring your straw tonight, Art?
Yes, I brought my straw and I'm ready for the mole and skin tag removal. Yeah.
Great picture. Thank you, Art. Hey, so what strip club are you working at? I mean, I'm sorry, where's your new job at?
Oh, it's at Integrated Cable System. Oh,
Integrated
Cable Systems.
Cable System. Okay.
Yeah. We make cables for electrical components.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. What will you be doing there?
Trimming cables and get them ready to put the receptacle on the end. Yep.
Spot B.
Yep. Get those male and female plugs on the right end. Yep.
Wow, I got all kinds of great people joining my channel today, ladies and gentlemen.
It's about time. Hey, Alexis.
Hi, Alexis.
Hey, Tammy.
Auntie Alexis.
Oh, nice to see you. You got a big crowd for Alexis.
Yeah, it's all fake though. So let me see. What am I doing? I gotta mute. Hold on.
You know,
you should turn off the YouTube.
You know.
Okay.
Okay. You know, you shouldn't call.
Oh, I don't know, Bill.
The people might chat fake. That's because that crowd is all here for you girls and Art.
I figured that I better join in because I've never been on a show with Tammy.
Oh, cool.
You haven't been on with
That's
me.
That's true.
Either.
We haven't hung out yet.
That's right. Things are going to change though. You and Max should get together with me sometime. We'll go fly around in my airplane.
I would love that. Max would love it more. I'll be terrified, but I'll still love it.
I'll be terrified. I always tell my passengers I don't crash anymore, and I absolutely have to.
Fair. Fair.
Yeah.
No,
Are
Max
we arranged to
loves
we get the
airplanes.
girls in the bottom and the guys on top? Do we all like it like this, right?
Oh yeah.
And I tell my
Hey, I
dad,
like to be on the bottom
Beg your
sometimes.
pardon.
I'm sorry. What? Okay. Alexis, so we talked last night. You're getting your RC plane together
Yeah.
and printing and all that kind of good
Just
stuff.
got a new battery. Whoops. There you go.
Did you?
It's a small one.
And that's for
This is for
Okay.
the beginner fixed wing that I just bought, which has not arrived yet. So I got the battery. It's an extra battery because it's a small little foam job to help get used to flying fixed wing.
Phone job.
kitty cat.
speaking of cats, there's one right there.
Yeah.
I love cats.
Yeah, right.
What's your cat's name?
Meow.
Well, we named him Ice because we thought he was really chill. Turns out he's a maniac, but most of the time we just call him Key because he's a key cat.
It's Ice, ICE.
Yes.
Oh wow, I have a cat that looks a lot like that, and its name is Spice, which is also
Oh.
ICE.
Boy or girl?
A boy,
Okay.
a 23-pound boy.
Oh. Ice is he's about 11.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's a little guy.
I will go retrieve my cat. I was going to say something else, but these three clowns up there.
Yeah.
Why do you gotta be
How
like that?
dare you?
Clown up there. Wow. Okay.
We won't even talk about that incident on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Carson.
Oh yeah, I know about that. Yeah.
With,
I don't know
Oh.
about that.
Zsa. Was it
Johnny
Zsa or Ava Gabor?
I'm not sure, but it was definitely Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move that damn cat, I will. Yeah. No, we don't need to talk about that one. All right, tell the
No.
joke, Artie. Go ahead. Tell this. Set up the scenario.
Okay. I think I did the
Girls
joke
in a room,
about
don't talk.
the red-headed tranny, ginger with nuts. I've done that one.
No, not that joke. That's.
Oh, all right. Let's see.
Oh, I meant the thing with Johnny Carson and Jaja and,
Oh,
and her pussycat.
I saw two men mugging an old lady, and I asked myself if I should help, but decide that 3 would be overkill.
That one needed a badump-dum.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, if
Spice.
you, ooh, meow.
Got to get the claws out of me.
Oh, it looks the same.
Oh yeah, Spice is a big guy.
Yeah.
Tub of fur.
Say hello.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
That does look a lot like her cat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No hissing, Art.
I had to go downstairs to get him. I'm out of breath. Yeah, that's Spice. He's a good cat. He really is. He's been
Oh,
with
that
me
was a
since
fur
he was a
ball.
tiny little kitten. So
You got him as a kitten?
yeah, I've got 5 cats, 3 dogs, and a rabbit.
Oh,
So it's kind of like Noah's Ark around here.
yeah.
So
We just have a dog and a cat.
smart, very smart. Yeah,
You know-
so 107 Drones just asked when we're going to start a stream just for girls.
Ooh, there you go.
Well, I've got mine going on Thursday nights.
Yep, and it was just Tammy last time, so that qualifies.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll say you invited your grandmother.
Dominic, welcome in, brother.
Hey,
How you doing?
Dominic.
Hey,
Hey, there you
Good
go.
afternoon.
Dominic.
Yes.
What kind of cat is that? How are things in Australia?
Actually, it's a bit overcast and looks a little bit rainy, sadly. was hoping for a better day because it was a nice and sunny one yesterday, but it's not looking good today, sadly.
Yeah, it was pretty gray up here too.
I have no idea
Okay,
what it was
something
like
down the
outside. I spent my whole day off inside, just
Me too.
sleeping and watching TV and just relaxing.
Uh,
Because I
We've had
drank a bottle of whiskey last night. I just didn't feel like it.
Oh, is that peanut butter whiskey I've been hearing about?
Right there.
That doesn't, I don't know. I'm not a whiskey
Oh.
person, but that doesn't seem like it would be a good combination.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yep.
I didn't think so either. And I've been a bourbon drink. That's my liquor of choice is bourbon. And I was like, yeah, God, that sounds ridiculous. But we got it in at work and at the bar, and they kept saying it's really good. So I tried it, and it's just really easy to drink. It's just smooth and tastes
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you have it on the rocks?
Yep.
Yeah.
You could do it on the rock. You could
He
do
pours
it
it all over his
straight
body.
up.
It does sound weird, but
It does. And I don't even eat peanut butter, but it's good.
And
Whiskey.
you know, Jim's got straws now, so he.
That's right. In case anybody wants that Cincinnati juice box.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
Oh,
even know
my.
if I want to ask what that is.
No, you
Right.
No, no, no.
Okay, never
is
mind.
this where I just
Yeah.
smile and nod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
That's,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's
Yep.
talking about.
No.
No. Hey,
Yeah.
so anyway, so who's done any flying lately?
I did this morning. I did some tiny whoop. Got my little tiny whoop out and got a lot of video out of it. Turns out my batteries are going to hell because I haven't been flying in so long. I went and charged them up. I can only get less than a minute out of them. One
Yeah.
battery, I did get a couple minutes out of it.
wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, once they
So-
sit for a while, that's what happens.
Yep.
Sounds like
so-
you need a new hobby too, Art.
I should probably charge these. Huh?
And fishing, Saturday was so hot. I didn't do any fishing Saturday.
Hotter than a
I
hooker's
did.
doorknob on nickel night.
Yep.
I was making a video of fish today.
You really are a bad guy.
Right, go ahead. Sorry, what were you saying? Tammy, I interrupted you. What were you saying?
Well, we have the stream in the backyard here, and I feed the fish every day. Sometimes, well,
Do
their
you feed them
favorites
to
are
your cat?
no. I don't think the cat has seen one yet. Jasper barks at them, but they
Oh.
like turkey and they like cheap hot dogs. And
Yep.
when
Catfish love hot dogs.
there's catfish, sunnies, bass, and perch. I think
Ooh,
I'm making a video, and maybe I'll play it on my stream on Thursday.
There you
And
go.
all my angler friends can let me know what kind of fish I'm feeding. But
mhm.
they there's a bridge that goes over the stream, and when we walk out on the bridge, they hear our footsteps, and they all come running up waiting for that hot dog. So I'm their mom.
I don't know how many times I've heard that on a Friday night in high school. Get your hot dogs. Get your hot dogs.
You really are a bad guy.
Felt that was necessary.
Mm.
That's interesting that you said cheap hot dogs. They only like the cheap ones.
They love the cheap ones. Those what are they? Bar S or something like that.
Bar
it's like
S.
the cheapest brand. Yeah. I get
Oscar Mayer is kind of a gourmet hot dog then. Or?
It's a step up from Bar S.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. No, they're super cheap, but the fish like
Well,
it.
unless
and-
you get the store brand, those are pretty cheap.
yeah.
Hmm.
There's actually some bodies of water up by my dad. I was looking to see where you can catch tilapia, because you can catch
Okay.
tilapia in freshwater in Florida, and that's one of the fish I actually like to eat.
Yep.
And apparently, there's a really good lake/pond that has a lot of tilapia in it. That's the thing you cook. You bread, human
Yes.
food. You put little bits of human food on there. So maybe I'll bring myself some RS hot dogs.
They love
So,
the hot dogs.
I'm sure I can find cheap hot dogs.
I think it's soft, like a worm, maybe. I don't know. They love the hot dogs the best. I know, Jim. Go get your clown outfit on, okay? I'll keep talking. You get your nose. Let's do this.
What's wrong with you? Anyway, yeah.
Like everything I say, Jim's over there laughing.
Hey, Bill.
It.
Bill.
Yes,
Can you
yes.
move my photo under you rather than under Jim? Because every time he laughs, I get poked in the eye. Thank you.
There we go.
Like the Brady Bunch.
Here's the story.
There you go. I just put them in between you. So
That way.
Oh, there you go.
It could be celebrity squares as well. We need 3 more people and we can have celebrity squares.
Oh my
There
God.
you go.
That's right.
Yep.
Tammy Jean are having a Jimmy sandwich right now.
yes, yeah.
Mhm.
A Jimmy sandwich?
You really are a bad guy.
That's a brand new sound effect I done. That's from Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, okay.
Johnny Drone Flyer. Boy, that talk about a horn dog. Or wait, maybe I meant corn dog.
Anyway, I would like to go and try to catch those tilapia. So now that's a good. And what's nice is if I don't catch any fish, I could have lunch.
There you go.
Well,
Go get
I'll-
yourself some golden
bring some
shiners and you can catch a lot of tilapia.
Instead of bread, I'll bring hot dog buns and hot dogs, and just try to share them with the fish.
Mhm.
Worked out good.
Hot dogs. Get your hot dog. There.
Hey Art, your house looks really nice with all the.
Oh, thank you. This is my
Cabin.
undisclosed location somewhere in Colorado.
Parts unknown.
Very pretty.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was gonna say I like all the wood, but then Jim would make a joke about that too.
Wow.
You have to understand.
Justin just stopped in to say goodnight.
I'm just the oldest person on the panel here, so I know all the jokes, right?
Yeah.
Or all the setups. I don't know the jokes. That's your department.
Oh, good night, Justin. Yeah, he's got to work.
Good
in the
night,
morning.
Justin. Yep.
Yep. So does Art. Go
Good
sleep.
Art.
Yep.
You want to reverse
Got
the
my
polarity?
jammies on tonight.
Back in the routine.
Yeah, I
Is
don't know
tomorrow-
what my ascot is. But
Is tomorrow
somewhere
your
around.
first day, Art?
No, it's actually my second day.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Very good. Well, congrats on the new job.
Well, thank you. And it pays
What do
a
you think
lot
so-
more
what
than
do you
my
think
old
so-
job.
What do you think so far? You like him there?
Yeah. Mhm.
Good.
Art, what do you do? Because I don't know.
Okay, the company is integrated cable system, and what we do is we make cable systems for electronic components, like circuit breakers and
Wow.
stuff like that. And what I do is I trim the ends of the cable and get them ready to put the plugs on the end, and then we cut them in half, and then we put the other plug on the other end. So
Well, you can take all those extra parts and build yourself a big drone.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Hmm.
Or a robot.
Does
Yeah.
anybody know what's going on with Susan Lee that she needs
Yes,
this,
she has Lyme disease.
Oh,
and
no
she
kidding.
needs some transportation to her doctor. That's what the GoFundMe is for.
Hmm.
Because she's living up in Maine to be near her son, I believe, and she got a tick and came down with Lyme disease.
Yuck.
So she has no transportation to get to her doctor. So we're helping her out so she could get some kind of service or maybe a van or something to get her to and from the doctor.
Where is she located?
Somewhere in Maine.
Oh, I thought she was going. Oh, so she's in Maine, going to another spot in Maine.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ticks are horrible in the Northeast.
Yeah.
There's a few different tick-borne diseases, and they're all horrible.
Yep. Here in Colorado, we gotta worry about West Nile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is a mosquito-borne virus. I had a friend that.
There aren't too many diseases I'm happy with. It's a horrible disease. Yeah, they suck.
Diseases suck.
Diseases suck.
Hashtag. That's a new hashtag.
Hashtag disease.
There you go. Just like
Yes.
trees are dick.
Trees are dicks. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Nice.
I got it about a week ago. I just haven't, had the opportunity to wear. Hey, you should have made this color green.
Yeah.
Should have been.
I know, it goes right through you. Yeah, look at that.
I clearly have no
Even
heart.
goes right through the chair. You can see all the way through to your green screen.
Isn't that amazing how that does that?
Yeah.
Think about that.
It's a new way of losing weight.
There you go.
Or you could have body parts pulled out of you, right, Jim?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim's
Yeah, we
lost
had
13
some other
pounds.
stuff Put in.
Mhm.
You've
Jim's lost
13?
13 pounds so far.
Oh yeah.
Good for you.
And that's without exercise.
Mm.
Well, we know what a health nut you are.
Oh yeah. Picture of health.
Sometimes it's a picture of whiskey.
No,
I was
I'm
just
not, a
thinking
whiskey,
about the same thing.
I'm not a whiskey drinker.
I could have saved you some money, Jim. I used to do those in surgery.
What, knee operations?
Yeah, I worked a lot of ortho, open
Yeah.
heart surgery, ENT, emergency room, cardiac cath lab. I did it all.
Yeah.
That's what I'm retired from.
Oh,
Well, I knew you were in the medical profession.
Yeah, my husband still works. He does allergy, asthma, dermatology, and pediatrics. That's how we met. He was in the medical field.
Well, Jim, I mean, living in Canada, what did that cost you? Zero.
$0.
oh, good. And how long did you have to wait for that? Zero cost.
Well, actually, this was all supposed to happen before the pandemic, but then when it happened, everything got shut down, kind of thing.
Mhm.
And so out of sight, out of mind. And then at the beginning of June, I'm at work, my phone goes, and I answer it, and it was my orthopedic surgeon asking me if I wanted to get back on the list. Well, things have pretty much settled down here, so I said, yeah, sure. And she called me the next day to tell me that they'll do it on the 28th.
Oh,
I waited less than a month,
Wow.
so that's pretty
Nice.
encouraging.
You're gonna be out from work for a while, apparently, right?
Yeah. What's today? Monday the 25th. This Thursday it'll be a month. And the surgeon told them 3 months right off the bat. So when I see him on Wednesday, I'm expecting some bad news. So I don't know how much that's going to impact the rehabilitation and or how long it's going to take. So I've got another definite 2 months off anyway.
Well, I mean, now you've said with this time off, you were thinking about picking up a new hobby. So I want everybody in the chat to make suggestions.
Yeah.
What can Jim do in his spare time? Some new skills he can learn.
I can tell you right now.
Remember, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You can work on your comedy routine with different costumes.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Right?
I need a comedy routine. I've got the costumes. I just don't have a comedy routine.
Okay. Well, do you need me to come up to?
Yes.
Come on way, baby. I'll be right there.
No delay.
If you're
No
coming,
delay.
I'll be sitting at the airport waiting.
I could do like some editing for you. Camera work.
Okay. Okay, who's got something on? I hear something in the background.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, somebody's got something on.
It's like a radio.
Maybe. Yeah, there's. Well, I'm sitting in a bar.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
good for you.
And they've got music on in the background, and there's a few people
Oh,
around.
okay.
Well, tell them to shut the
I
heck
wanted
up.
to-
You're on
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey,
I'm on a very important call here.
quiet! I'm on I'm on live stream.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm
There
on a
you
very
go.
important call here.
There we go. Knitting, crochet.
There you go. Yep.
Crochet.
Mhm.
So how's the other knee, Jim? Is it okay?
Yeah, every injury I've had has been my left leg.
Really? My right knee's giving me fits, so. But I need to lose about 100 pounds, so that would be my answer.
Well, I've had 10 operations on each leg as a kid.
That's not right.
Wow.
From my hips down to my feet. I had club feet when I was born, so I had to take care. That was the first thing they took care of, and what I have is called arthroporosis, which is contracture of the joints.
Yeah. We have a neighbor a neighbor child like that right now. So I donated an electric wheelchair to him.
Oh, wonderful. Unfortunately for me, I don't need a wheelchair. I just use crutches to get around.
Yeah, he can't even walk. So
Right. Yeah, I've met some people with the same condition, and some are more mobile than me, and some are not.
yeah,
know?
but you have a beautiful countenance about you, Art.
Oh, thank you.
I always like it when you
My-
go like this.
Yeah.
It's kind of like your trademark.
My folks did not baby me. They just said, "Yeah, go out and play.
Get it
You
yourself.
fall down, hey, we're not going to coddle you." So,
Yeah, I'm sure that helped, right? In
Mhm.
hindsight, you probably didn't like it at the time.
No.
Yeah, that's great.
Starts from looking through here. And okay.
AIDS and oh yeah. Yeah, and they're a pain in the butt in your dentures, especially the turkey bone.
Perhaps you need some new knees there, Johnny.
Charles Gillespie, welcome.
Yeah. Hey, Charles.
Hello, Charles.
Hello.
Oh, how about a hand for everybody? There we go.
So Bill, earlier you were asking if anybody flew. I have flown my Mini SC the other day in 27-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, how'd it do?
Actually, better than I thought it would. I didn't do much going out because I didn't know if I'd get it back. But so I went straight up to 400 feet, did a roundabout or two, and came back down. It wasn't anything too exciting. But I just wanted to see how bad or how good it would do in the bad winds.
Isn't that cool? I mean, well, that has the same practically as my Mini 2 is the SC. The same ESCs, I think, in the and motors. And now what you're saying 27, were there gusts? It wasn't steady 27, was it?
27 steady.
Really? And you put your drone up. So you just were tired of your drone.
If you lose it, it isn't much. I mean, you can replace that pretty easily, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've done
always
it
a
in
little
20
windier.
plus. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's always a little windier up there.
Usually, yeah. And then I have an app where I can see they send a weather balloon up every morning at the airport. So I can see the report on what the winds are at, like different thousands of feet, which we won't go over 400 with these, of course. But, so like when I'm flying to another, place, I can see what altitude, if it's a long flight, would be the best for me as far as if I can catch a tailwind, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've flown my Mini 2 in winds that were 20s. Gusts even higher. It's amazing how well it did.
Fly zone drone. Yes, actually, I was looking at one today. I was trying to decide whether I really wanted to pull the trigger. It's like what, about $1,200 or something when you get all said and done for the Mini 3. Well, I was actually looking at the Mini 3 Pro. Yeah. So I don't know. Pretty cool drone. In fact, Captain Drone, I watch his channel a lot, and he has a review on there, and he was given the negatives, which I was surprised that there was as many negatives to that as there are. But overall, I think that what I've seen, the Mini 3 Pro is pretty good.
There's always negatives.
Yeah. But I really need to get more active in FPV because I'm not really, the only thing I've ever flown in FPV is still my DJI. And because like I was telling Bill last night, I don't know what I'm doing even with this fixed wing thing that I'm putting together. And I've showed this before, but get it out of here.
What'd you take out?
Hold on.
Who'd you drop for me? You're supposed to drop yourself.
Boshart.
I've never even flown it.
Oh,
why not?
Ooh, what's that?
Because I don't know what I'm doing. I need somebody like one of y'all to come and help me.
Alexis
Where's
wants
Maddie
to fly us around in a plane, Max.
I bought it from Rotor Riot.
Okay.
Oh, is that one of those plug and plays where you just plug all the parts together and?
Oh, I didn't put anything together.
No, that looks like a bind fly, right?
Oh, there you go.
This is the Drib.
Okay, yeah.
From Rotor Riot.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't know. It looks fun, but I suck.
Strap a battery on it and.
Well, I've got the batteries. I've got everything. I got the props.
Got the remote, goggles.
Yeah, got everything.
Yeah.
I just,
Okay.
I know
So
if I
it's
take
just
this
all.
up, this is
So
like
you pretty much need to bound it. Okay.
Yeah, but I know that I'm gonna crash it because I suck.
Oh yeah. Well, it's made to be crashed. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
It's
that's
not a POS.
Yep. Fly it over grass.
that's Ken Heron.
Very tall grass.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the
Yep.
one thing I disagree with Ken. Well, other than the fact that he's never sent me stickers for the eyes or the T-shirt.
He didn't send Max's
Wow.
stickers either, right? Weren't you supposed to get eyeballs like a year and a half ago?
Yeah, I think I emailed him too,
Yeah.
Beth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a busy guy.
So the latest I got from him was
Yeah.
to show up at whatever that event is that he has. What's it called?
Minefield.
Minefield.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Will
got
you
that.
be there, Alexis?
Depends on how my family crisis situation is going. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know you were in a situation.
Well, I'm not in a situation. It's my son. He's suicidal.
Sorry to hear that.
Being a little nutso lately. So we're trying to help him as much as we can. But right now he's giving me the silent treatment for it's been over 3 weeks. So it's like, if you don't hear from me, you'll know why. And he's like, it's like, come on. So, we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but but anyway, I'm planning on being there. That's
I hope the best.
I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna fly in if I come over. So where's that located again? Where's it? Remind me. I've got
Brownsville, Tennessee.
Yeah, Brownsville, Tennessee.
Brownsville. Let me see how far that is.
Brownsville,
The home
Tennessee.
of Tina Turner.
What's that airport?
Oh, really?
Brownsville, Tennessee.
Here's what I found.
Up next to mine. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
You want to get up there? You get up there next to mine?
Well, there's an airport it's like 19 and a half miles from there, from Brownsville. You said Brownsville, Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Right.
MKL. So let me look.
Nutbush.
Max, Alexis wants to fly us around in her plane.
She wants what?
She wants to fly us around in her plane.
I'm down. Can I fly?
No, you're up.
I'm capable. I know how it all works. I'm ready. I'll show you. In a sense, there's 2 sticks in an airplane, right? 2 rudders.
Mine only has one.
Plane.
Well, it's got rudders on both sides.
Okay.
My airplane is the type that has one yoke, and then you have to flop it over into the person.
Okay. Yep.
So I probably will not do that with you, Max.
Yeah. Understandable. But the plane that me and Tammy went up in, I think I had 2 controls, and she was
most of them
was asked to control it, but she said no.
Yeah. No, if I had 2, then I like doing that. Once we get up to altitude, I'll turn it over, and I've got a video actually.
I know all the controls. We're good. Can I do a roll? A loop? How about a split S?
Yeah, there you go.
Unless you want the wings to fall off.
I want to do a Cuban 8.
I was going to say, Cuban 8. Come on, let's do this. I'll be on the ground.
Oh, God. Bill, you messed up my name again. What is going on with you? That looks like a...
With an A. How dare you, Uncle Bill?
That's like everybody calling Tammy with a Y.
Yeah, true.
Okay,
Jeez,
so
it's right there.
It's right there.
See, how do I get this to focus?
It's just right there.
There you go.
That's the flight from here to Brownsville, Tennessee. And
how long would it take you?
It's let me see what it says. 642 miles direct. So it would take me about let's see. Well,
hour and a half.
It depends on the winds too. But if let's say calm wind, we'll just go with calm wind. Take me about 3.6 or 3.7 hours.
Oh,
not bad.
You'd get there in one tank?
No, I'd stop and fuel probably midway.
Yeah, right.
I've got 3 tanks on my plane. I've got
What's a gallon cost you?
$6.72 a gallon, and I burn 14 gallons an hour.
Okay. Now, is it regular gasoline like a car, or is it kerosene?
No, it's kerosene.
I have an STC on my plane, so I can burn auto fuel, which is a plus.
Okay.
But I don't do that. I burn 100 low lead, which it burns a little hotter than anything out of the gas pump. And
it's like raised gas.
You can't have anything with ethanol in it because it will just gum everything up.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if the weather is good, like right now, the weather is perfect between here and there, so I could, that's an easy one-day flight. Perfect. In fact, I'm flying to Lubbock next month, at the end of next month. That's quite a long trip too. Not quite that long, but Texas is big.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say Texas.
Yep, I performed at a club in Lubbock called Froggy Bottom.
Froggy Bottom?
Yep.
That was a strip club.
Yeah, the ladies like their water knee deep.
Waterproof is a Froggy's Bottom.
Yeah.
By the way, just to be clear, Max, I did not drop Jim. Jim dropped himself. He's my co-host at this place. He's a co-administrator. And it looks like we lost Dominic. Dominic, I don't know why you disconnected. If you'd like to come back in, just please do.
He's having
I
trouble.
see in the chat. He said his internet is struggling. Yeah.
Oh.
He's at a bar.
And I dropped myself so Max can get in because Max is more entertaining than I am.
So get a load of this. To Lubbock, it's 417 miles.
Wow.
And I'm still in the same state.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the flight I'm flying. I mean, it's amazing how big Texas is. It's absolutely.
Yep.
I mean, I was looking at it, it's like, wow, I'm almost over in like New Mexico.
Same as Ontario, Canada. You can drive for a day and still be in the same province.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So anyway, yeah, I'm planning on being there. So that was a long answer to a short question. And I'll be loading my plane down with all kinds of giveaways and goodies. And then hopefully I can make the South Texas drone meetup and start doing some things that I bought the airplane to do. But the problem is my husband doesn't drive anymore. So I've got to tell him to go take an Uber or a taxi cab. So it's like, well, sorry. But,
Or you could get a Turo. That's another way. You could just rent somebody's car.
We have two vehicles.
And that's another way of making money. If you have an extra car, rent it out.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Toro. I was like, that's a lawnmower.
Turo, Turo. Turo.
Okay.
It's kind of like an Airbnb for cars.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want anybody sleeping in my car.
No.
Have you used that, Artie? I noticed that website when I went to Texas. I half-assed considered renting a car from them. But have you used that? Did it work out well?
No, I haven't. But
my son has.
Depends, because a lot of those cars are high-end cars. Because you're really renting for the experience. Like if you want to drive a Tesla Model S, or maybe a high-end SUV, or
I would like to do a Tesla's Plaid. That's what I want to drive.
Oh, I just got a ride in on Tesla Plaid a few weeks ago. I flew my plane to a fly-in, and I have a video on my phone. I should post it and send you a link. But we were. I never knew these things were so fast. And the guy goes,
very fast.
He kind of punched it on the way down, and my head went back, and I was like, "Holy crap!" So then he got to the end of this like really, old dirt road, or not. I guess it was kind of like an asphalt. But anyway, he said, "You might want to put your head back." I go, "Yeah, I know from the last time." He goes, "No, really."
Yeah, now it's Plaid mode.
It was actually drag strip mode. It says that right on the screen, drag strip mode. And then when he said, "Okay, I'm gonna put my foot down on the brake," and then I put my foot on the accelerator all the way down, and then the nose of the plane, or the nose that felt like a plane, the nose of the car actually lowered. And on the screen where the speedometer typically is, it also showed it lowering, and then it showed like lines for the road, and at the end was like this glowing ball, like the sun. He goes 3, 2, 1, and he puts his foot off the brake, and the thing was like over 100 miles an hour in under 5 or 6 seconds. It was.
I think it's faster than that. I think it's like in the 3s. I believe.
I got a video of it, but I couldn't watch it.
100 maybe.
100, yeah. So 100's a little bit longer.
Yeah,
but I think 0 to 16, 3.3, I believe.
0 to 60 and 1.9.
Oh, 1.9.
Wow.
Oh,
now, does it have ludicrous speed?
Ludicrous
That's
mode.
pretty much ludicrous speed right there, Art.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking, does anybody here have a cooler life as Alexis? Yeah, I flew my, my
I know.
plane.
I'm flying here.
Beforehand.
I'm
Yeah.
in the passenger seat up
Yeah.
here.
Does build? I don't think.
But then she also has some
I
heartache
don't
on
think
the
my
other
life
hand,
is that cool.
like we all do.
Bill, does anybody do you have Johnny Drone Flyer's phone number?
Yeah.
Okay. So text him your number and have him text me your number, and then I will send you the video, and then you can play it.
Aren't we friends on
sounds
Messenger?
complicated.
Can I just directly give it to you? Do
I don't know.
you have
Okay.
Messenger?
You have my
Let me
number?
spell your name correctly in here and see if I find you.
Bill.
That's going to be tough.
It's really tough to screw up Bill. That's what's tough.
We're not friends on Messenger, Alexis.
Well, whose fault is that?
I don't
You
know.
keep fucking up. Keep messing up, Bill.
Johnny Drone Flyer, text Bill my number, please.
There you go.
It's funny if I have your number already.
Max, are you going to do some afterburner?
Oh, shit. All right.
Come on, I want to
I'm going to
see
need
it.
your help, though.
You
I
need
already
my
have your
help?
phone number, Alexis.
Do what?
Well, it's gonna
I
work.
have your number.
You
Why
do or
not?
don't?
I don't
He's
know
up
why I
there.
have your number. But I have your number.
All right, let me look it up.
Do you want me to come upstairs?
No, I'm good.
Okay. He was showing me his plane earlier, and it's got this afterburner kit on it, and it's so cool.
Look.
All right, so we're already connected. We just didn't know it.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Don't
Drunk
either.
and stupid.
Good night, Maddie.
Who's leaving?
Matt from Maddie's Throne World.
Maddie, no.
Yes,
well, he's-
I'm going to
he's
have
got-
to leave too.
he's
Like,
gotta
I
go
get
to-
ready to go to bed. Get up early.
Day
So,
number 2
Bill,
of work.
thanks for having me. Tammy, great to see you.
Oh,
And Alexis, was a pleasure finally to get to be on the same panel with you.
It's always our pleasure to have you, Artie.
Yeah. Are
Honestly.
you leaving tomorrow?
Yes, I have to get up early to go to work.
Oh, yeah.
Go to work. Maddie, too. Maddie
Have a
has to go to
blast.
work tomorrow.
Have a
Mhm.
blast at your new job.
Work sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you very much, Jim. Always great to see you.
See you,
Don't
buddy.
be a stranger on Saturdays.
I know what you're saying.
He can't be any stranger. You want to be on time for work because
You're fired.
you don't want that to happen.
That's
Fired.
right.
You know that one.
Good
there.
night, everybody.
Hey,
Good night,
see
everybody
ya,
in the
Art.
chat.
Night, Art.
Catch you next
Have a
time.
blast at the new job.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so let me go to. I gotta go back. It's a few weeks old, and I will find it.
Oh, there he is. This thing is very powerful.
Let's see.
Oh, the afterburners
Yeah. I
That's
can see it. It's blue.
glowing.
The faster he goes. What did you knock over?
Picture.
I was gonna say I heard something fall upstairs.
You got a fire
Pretty cool.
extinguisher.
You
That's
can
nothing.
use that to clear the leaves off your driveway.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's better than
No, I
any
have-
leaf blower out there.
Wow.
I have a pretty powerful, like one of those battery powered thing. I wonder if I put wings on it, I could fly it. I'm glad you thought it was funny because you're about it.
I think I just saw in the chat I have to say hi to Ben. Hi, Ben.
Dover.
Okay.
Oh.
I was thinking the same thing. We are just two of a kind. Ben, who, honey? Who are you talking to?
Ben is Wedge and Big's son.
Oh, is he there? Hey, Ben, there's an open spot. There's an open spot.
There is.
There is, and I know your son. I know your son wants to be online. He's a ham. What a ham that.
He's
Nice
a cutie, right?
What a ham.
Yeah, I heard the picture fall over when you revved it up.
It's either the picture or the phone.
Boop, boop.
Sent me a video.
Did you get it, Bill?
Yeah.
Oh, so with your leaf blower, Bill, she has been somebody that made a leaf blower fly. It just flew because the leaf blower is so heavy. The handheld one he used, and he also used the gas-powered one, but they're both so heavy, it takes a lot. But it got up, and it flew. Didn't fly for long, but it flew.
I got a pretty good one.
Forgot what his name is. Peter. He's from Flight Test. He went out on his own, but Peter Sokol or something like that. I think he's an Indian guy.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. What's up, Dom?
Let's try this one again.
He's hanging out in a bar.
I've moved to a different spot to see if I can get better internet connection as well as
to a different stool at the other end of
less
the bar.
background noise. Less background noise. There's a nice little spot there that the internet connection is no good, so it's just not working then. So let's see how we go with this.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Bill is refilling, I'd say.
It's hard to believe we've been on an hour already. It was such fun.
Yeah. It's all happening here.
So, Tammy, are you and Max in the same home with two different cameras?
Yeah.
How come
He
yours
likes-
looks so much more organized?
Well, he likes his studio better than mine because he likes to show off his airplanes.
His jets.
Yes.
But they are
I
very
like
cool.
airplanes too. I like airplanes too. Yeah.
I love them. I just
ego.
love stuff.
But jets are fun. They're fast.
Yeah.
They blow up into more pieces.
This is the problem is the battery. This battery.
That's where all the weight is, yeah.
56-volt battery.
Yep.
I saw Jim Boshart's hair move.
I have nothing on my wall right now.
You're supposed to blow over in a Tammy stream.
Is that like opening an umbrella inside the house? People with a leaf blower in the house.
I'm gonna mute.
What?
I'll be right
It
back.
was in the garage. It's in the house now.
Oh,
This is the problem.
It's
Everybody's
green.
green on an ego. But anyway, this thing probably weighs shit. I'll tell you exactly what it weighs, actually, because I have a scale. And it's a friendly scale. It says hello when you turn it on. Battery itself is 2.86 pounds. That's quite a bit. Get this thing in the air. I think turn it into like a glider. Maybe you can do it. About 5 pounds for the rest of the unit. So, 7.5, almost 8 pounds.
Yeah, it's a lot of wing to get in the air.
Yeah. I think Max. What do you think, Max? We can make a project out of this and turn this into a.
You could. You get it up for sure.
Don't say things like that
That's never a
around
guarantee
Jim.
getting it up. By the way,
True.
He must have missed that one.
I knew Jim would like that.
It's true.
I love this scale. This goes down to grams, or actually goes down to. Come on, go to grams.
Hey, Jimmy.
Tenths of a gram up to 11 pounds.
Come here, baby. Come here.
Good purchase.
Oh, come on. There's my puppy.
Aw.
Oh, like a little pup.
Oh, look, a cat.
Where's
Sucky
Jasper?
baby.
They should start talking.
I
This
know.
one, this
They'll
one
take
is,
over the
uh,
stream.
This one
He
is
gave up. He went to bed.
this one's Jenny, and she was only a year and a half ago. She was only 5 pounds.
Aw.
She's about 50 now, and we have a Jasper here too that looks just like her, except he's smaller now. That's the daddy.
Jasper, come here, baby. Hey, come here. There's a doggy on TV. Come here, I'll show you.
Doggy.
Yeah, come here.
Whoa.
On the TV.
Well,
Tammy,
Wait.
quit talking to me.
Jim, she's not talking about you, Jim.
And the guy's on TV too.
Oh my God. Here, come here. Right up here. Hurry up.
Arf, arf, arf.
Oh look!
You turn
All right,
around.
fine. Do I have to get my dog too? I'm gonna get my dog too.
Yeah.
I feel left out.
Look at that. See that doggy right there?
Look.
There's a little pup. He's right there.
And
Then
Max is
there's
on
a
TV.
there's a little doggy right there.
And there's
See him?
Max.
Oh,
This is crazy. How did Max
Wow.
get on the TV?
and a doggy.
And a doggy. See the other doggy? Look at
He looks nice.
It's a girl. That's a girl doggy. See?
He wants to smell her.
See? Here, say it into the microphone.
She's down.
See the doggy? Where's the doggy?
Where's the guy?
Max is on TV.
What?
What's Max doing on TV?
Can't TV.
Hey Jim, what's the temperature in Canada right now where you are?
Tell you the
Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
23,
Real degrees.
23 Celsius, so that's about 76
Oh, it's not too bad.
That's pretty warm for y'all.
at 11 o'clock at night. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mom's on the TV too. See, Mom? Where's Mom?
We're at 87 degrees Fahrenheit. 84, excuse me.
Yeah, I think we're probably 80s, low 80s, right? Huh?
Yeah, that's as low as it's getting tonight. It's really not cooling off.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
low
we've got
is 80.
59 here. 59
Oh, yeah?
Fahrenheit in Melbourne.
You guys should
I
probably
said,
move
I
beyond
had
the
to do the
dogs already.
conversion.
There's a doggy. Look at this little doggy. See
Little
this one?
puppy.
It's a little one.
Jimmy,
Oh,
Kiss
give
it.
kisses.
there's another doggy. Come here.
Say. Look at that doggy.
Look at that puppy.
Bella.
Over here.
He looks so creepy.
We're fixated on this doggy. See? Look at it. And this doggy too.
Who's that dog?
Whoa.
Good dog there.
Look at the screen.
You see the puppies?
Look how cute you are.
Doggy.
He's a little girl.
There's lots of doggies.
Where's the doggy?
She's cute, Bill.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Hey,
Jim's a good boy.
Doggy?
Yeah.
The little
You want to
Jasper cam.
here's the other girl. Here's her sister.
Hey.
Where's your cookies at?
Where's the doggies?
Ooh, yuck. Peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah.
See?
Good.
This is what he wants to say to them.
Jasper, a little lonely.
This is the huntress. This is the one that recently beheaded a rabbit and dragged it into my garage.
Oh,
With a
I
doggy.
know that story. Yeah. Look how
That's a
sweet.
good pup. Jasper's been trying for a squirrel forever.
Yeah.
He's
She's
almost
fast.
got him.
The other one's not fast. This one is really, I mean, she's 19 and a half pounds, which is pretty big.
Little doggy.
She is not fat. She is just lots of exercise, I guess. You killed that little bunny rabbit, didn't you? Didn't you?
She gives the kisses.
Don't burn me with the tongue. Let me kiss.
She gives the kisses.
It's like she comes close because her mother doesn't like this, so she gets close.
You like that doggy?
But anyway, that's the girl. She's the killer.
Jasper is very outspoken.
I wonder if there's dog streams where, like, 6 people get in a chat and let their dogs just chill and whine at each other.
That's a good idea. You might be on.
That's what we'll do on Thursday. See, you have all the ideas.
That's a great idea.
ASMR.
I wonder how many people hang out in that chat.
Oh, puppy.
He likes this doggy.
My wife cuts these girls.
You like that doggy? Huh?
It's a nice dog.
Or are you crying about? Oh, he's crying because Jasper's on the TV. You see Jasper on the TV? Yeah.
Snoopy.
That's a little doggy.
The show has gone to the dogs.
Yep.
Yep.
We're on Uncle Bill's streams, though,
That's right.
Just turns to shit.
Well, it's not in the gutter yet. As long as we
Sorry,
keep it out of
Bill.
the gutter.
Where did Bill go?
I don't know. He had to go pick up poop.
Yeah.
I think, to go deliver the hunter back to its mother.
Mm.
Did you notice in the chat when I was asking about the temperature, everybody was chiming in? So it was really interesting to see all that.
Mm. I just wish it was warmer here.
Come over to Texas. We'll get you toasted.
Oh, yeah. Come over to the U.S. It's
Yeah,
toasty over here.
Most of the U.S. is in a heat wave.
Yeah,
Give it 3 months and we'll be swapping temperatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you charge your Teslas and run your AC hardcore and burn your gasoline.
Yeah. Turn all the lights on.
So, question for Max and Tammy: Is it so dry there that your ground is cracking open?
Ew. It's been pretty dry here. We haven't got like rain in, I don't know, probably a couple of weeks, right? We just got rain the other day, which is like
We got
a good
rain the
start.
other day, but
Yeah, we just got a little bit tonight. There was supposed to be some hardcore storms.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true, but it didn't show up at all.
that
No,
stream in the backyard, I was starting to see the bottom of it in places, and it doesn't usually get that low. It was really low.
See if I can find this photo.
See the ground.
But there's been a couple years where we've seen cracks in the ground
Yeah.
where it's just been so dry.
There's my hand down in the ground, showing you how dry it is.
Oh, not that big.
Wow.
I mean, it looks just like we had an earthquake.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I could have reached down further, but I didn't want to get sucked down by something and never come back.
Yeah, very true.
You watch too many movies.
No, I live
Yeah, it sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah, we have scorpions and rattlesnakes here. I don't want to be like
Scorpions
that's
pull
a
you
big
down.
no, thank you.
so.
Oh.
So Night Train said windy and thunderstorms big time last night. Where do you live, Night Train?
I'm gonna open up a time warp.
I think he's in Michigan.
I can hear you.
But I closed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
No time warp.
that's right.
He lives in Michigan. Mike lives in Michigan. Night Train.
Michigan.
Yeah. Mike's going to Chicago meetup, right?
I don't. He's in the middle of moving into a new place right now. I'm not sure if he's going to make it. What do you think, Mike? You going to make it?
When is Minefield, by the way? I know it's Ken Heron's birthday.
August 20th.
20th.
August 20th. Oh, wait a minute. Are you sure?
Yes,
100%.
August 20th.
Oh, no way.
You have something else?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be going to a service clinic. Well, I might be able to make it. That's on a Saturday. It depends. I've got a flight to Lubbock for a service clinic on my plane.
Oh.
So, August 20th. Wow. Because I've been gathering things for Ken's birthday and also box number 3, which I've been talking about for a while because he's had 2 boxes of goodies that I've mailed him. Different gifts and stuff.
Oh yeah, we've seen.
Box 3 is still accumulating. If not, come to Chicago.
Mike, that'd be good to have you come to the Florida meetup. You went to the first. You went to the first one, right?
No, not me. I've never been to one.
Oh no, Mike did. We haven't met in person yet, Alexis.
Chug.
Hey.
Right, that's why I can't spell your name right.
Yeah, and the reason I couldn't find you in my phone is I have you under Bill, or not Bill. I have you under William.
That is my name.
Yeah, but so you should on your little thing up there. You should have Uncle William.
Your little thing.
Your little thing.
Uncle William.
William doesn't miss a beat.
Your little thing.
Your little thing.
Your little thing, Bill.
Little thing. Maybe Uncle Willie.
Put your little thing right over there.
She said your little thing's name should be William.
Uncle Willie's toys. I don't know. That sounds even creepier
Hi,
than
I'm
my.
Bill, and this is little William.
Or
No, Alexis said Uncle William.
But it's little.
Little
I'm-
Uncle William?
You know, that's what's funny about having
Maybe
that
it's
name.
little Bill.
I sign my name, William. All legal documents. I use my full name. I use Bill is just it. Never Billy, by the way.
That'd be a good nickname for you, Billy. Uncle Billy.
Yep.
You know,
He doesn't like Billy.
No, it's my kid's name. You know, but Uncle Willie's toys. Wow, that would probably bring people in. I might not want them here.
The more kids. You got candy?
Susan's going away. Good night, Susan.
Willie's Wonka. We waving at
Oh,
there.
good night, Susan.
God bless you, Susan Lee.
Susan Lee's leaving. Good night.
Yeah, best
Nice,
wishes.
Susan.
Honey. Hope you feel better.
Yeah, best wishes, Susan.
So who's pre-ordering the new DJI? Bill? You're not going to get the Cine Whoop?
No, no, never. Why would I? I mean,
It's DJI.
yeah,
I love them.
I love the ones that I have.
Yeah, the ones that you got.
I have little mini.
I love the ones I got.
I have mini whoops I don't fly now.
If you could stream from it, Bill would get it.
Yeah, that's actually a necessity. You got to be able to stream.
I'm
That's
sure you
what's-
can. You just have to buy something extra down the road.
Well, that's what's pretty cool. When we were talking about getting the DJI FPV. I can stream. Yeah, I believe I can.
You're cutting out there, Bill.
Can you stream
I thought it was
DJI
just
FPV?
me.
What happened?
You were cutting out. You were talking so slow, so low, we couldn't hear you.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was just me with my internet connection.
Nah. How about now?
Oh yeah, loud and clear.
I know, but this feels funny. How about can you stream from the DJI FPV?
Yes, you can. You got to buy the OTG cable, which is like another $110 add-on to the goggles.
Oh,
Hint, 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 Tammy.
you can't just stream from the platform or from the software. The OMG cable.
OTG. It's called an OTG cable. It's pretty much just like bolts onto the faceplate on the eyes, and it has two cables that run out for an HDMI.
Okay, I was kidding when I said OMG. OMG, that's expensive. But
OTG.
OTG. Okay. Well, no, if I have it, I will probably buy that because I'll have to stream from it so you guys
Yeah,
can see me.
it's like $100 on Amazon.
you can
It
see
has
me.
like 2 cables that you gotta run out, and then you gotta buy another cable that goes to the remote, I believe.
$50.
Yeah, you probably find it on Facebook or Marketplace.
$50. $50 for this, $50 for that.
Yep.
I don't want you going out of your way and killing yourself for all that, you know, because I'll feel the need to compensate you, and you know,
No, we're good, man.
you know,
We're
well, I
okay.
should. I mean, you know, you're
Why
acting as
not?
an agent.
It's just me sending a text saying, "Hey, you know, I ain't paying more than this," and nobody's offered you anything because it's been on there for a while. Like everybody that like has the FPV drone, I've lowballed on. Some have like answered back, and some have done some crazy shit.
Some
I
have blocked you.
mean, I just wonder
Some
if
have
it
blocked
would
me.
be better to look for these
Where it's
after.
I don't
after the
know.
new one
Like,
comes out.
I don't feel bad for lowballing somebody because, like, I don't offer something the first day, nor the first week, nor the second week. You haven't got an offer on that thing for a while because you would have sold it already, right? I've got like at least 1,000 offers on a generator I'm trying to sell.
Okay.
Will I take their offers? I won't even answer them, you know. But if you
No,
have, if you're gonna
feel
come
bad.
back and send me a picture of a chick with a schlong, you're crazy, dude.
Whoa. I don't think
I
I
wish
heard
I
that
could.
story.
You didn't? I didn't tell you that story.
No.
How much is that? You shouldn't feel bad because you take it or you don't take it. You're not ripping anybody off. You don't have to take it.
It is what it is. You know? You need some money or you don't need some money.
Up, down? Go ahead.
Whatever.
Yeah. You want it out of your closet, or are you going to hold on to it
This
longer?
dude needed money, and this dude, or that dude needed money.
Well, speaking out of the closet, what about this chick with the schlong?
Oh, yeah, it was a chick. She had a pretty big schlong.
Did she?
It was
And
big.
what, you got a picture?
Yeah.
Because
So
the guy was mad at you?
the dude got really mad at me because I offered him something low, I guess.
I always think that's funny.
I forgot what it was. Maybe a plane or something. I don't remember. It wasn't for an FPV one. But because I do more offering on airplanes than I do a drone. Because I have enough drones. But I don't know. I can never have enough airplanes, I guess. I'm
Well, that's
addicted.
what I understand. People say no low
drug.
ballers, please, and it makes no sense because if you're not selling the product and you want to sell it, and if you don't really want to sell it, then don't sell it.
Yeah, don't sell it.
You know,
Shit can
all
stay in
of
my garage.
is always
I don't care. It ain't hurting
no
me.
low ballers. I'm 61 years old. My balls are pretty low, so you know you gotta
I'm
take
getting there.
offers from everybody. But anyway, so I just, like I said, I just want you to go. I do want to hook up with you guys, or is it just you, Max, coming down?
Yeah, I'm coming down to Florida because my aunt's getting married. So
I know.
probably
Just you?
yeah.
Okay. And where are you going to stay?
I'm staying at my my grandparents' house. My grandfather passed away, but now it's my grandmother's house. So I'll be in Miami.
Miami. Yeah.
Yeah, same place.
Sounds cool. All right. Well, let me know when you're down here. I mean,
Okay.
if you can make it up to Fort, well, you are going to make it to Fort Lauderdale because you can pick up
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Chicago. I wish I could. I mean, the dates are just terrible for me. I mean, the 13th is actually the youth sign-up day that I'm in charge of at Bowling Center.
Yeah.
Wait, no way.
I forget which day we're leaving. We're leaving on a Thursday.
And then the 15th is the league officers party that we're throwing for them to get the league people all together and try to figure out how the fall's going to look. So really bad weekend for me. Bad. Although I'll tell you the truth, Minefield's sounding better and better because at least it's a week later.
I mean, it's cool. Like, I like to meet people there, but like the location I feel sucks because you're going to be breaking stuff. If you're going to be flying through those gaps, regardless of the drone you're flying, breaking stuff. I'm cool with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, if you go there, you expect to break stuff. If you're gonna fly through all those gaps, you're gonna break some. And I don't care what drone you're flying, you're gonna break some.
If I get that cheap used, DJI FPV, maybe I will go to
For
mine.
$50, send it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to break a drone. If I go there, I'm gonna be ready to break a drone or 2 or 3 POSs. Send it. So long as that footage came back, I'm good with it. And then everybody else is gonna be posting footage. Look at this DJI crash.
Yeah.
Hotel
Thing still running, digging itself into a hole.
I didn't see Robbie come in. Hey, Robbie, how you doing? See you.
Hi, Robbie.
What's up, Robbie?
Max also thinks that Minefield is going to be a bunch of sweaty, stinky guys. It's August.
It's August 20th. It's gonna be like 600 degrees. You go and hug everybody. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not
planning
a
on going there to
hugger.
hug anybody.
You love
You're
hugs.
planning on going there to hug people there, Max? Are you a hugger?
I'm a pound guy.
Yeah, exactly.
There's less germs here, even though you go like this and shit. But I mean, I feel there's less germs here than like here. Because you're like, hey Jim, how are you? Oh wait, it's this hand. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. Let me grab that fit.
Kind of a hugger. We can understand that. All right. Well, I'm
Trying to do
sweaty.
that.
It's 5 degrees out, so I can't even talk. Dominic, how's that bar doing there? Is it a fun place? Looks like it's below road. You look like you're down in.
You go down. Yeah, you go down under. It used to be an old post office.
Huh?
Used to be an old post office in the middle of the central business district of Melbourne, and I'm also close to the large train station, which is pretty much the.
Tell you what, why don't you flip the phone around so we can see what it looks like there. Cool. Okay.
All day, Robbie, send it. I think Robbie just got the FPV drone, right?
Yeah.
This looks like a classy place.
Yeah,
First flight, Robbie,
it's a
Accra.
place I come
We
to
want
on a
to see
regular
video.
basis.
Huh? You just showed a bookshelf. What's on the other side?
Yeah, there's a bookshelf.
Any women there?
Yeah,
What's going on?
Yeah, let's do a circle again. It
It's
looks
a
like a good
library
place.
Library lounge bar.
Yeah. Yeah, I come here on a regular basis at least once a week. So I thought I'd stream from here. It's a little more comfortable than other places.
You
Looks like a
stream
cool
from
place to
everywhere.
hang
Your
out.
car, your unheated home.
Yeah, I'm trying.
From the bar.
I'm trying to show a bit of variety here.
Bar.
If it was a nicer day, I probably would have streamed outside too. But no, it's a bit of a mess out there.
God, I'd love to go there. It would only cost me $2,000 to fly there to check it out.
So Dominic,
I did some checking. Well, you're in Melbourne. I was doing Queensland. Is that going to be more money, or is Melbourne going to be cheap?
It probably would. I don't know. It'd probably be maybe a couple $100 more because Melbourne is south of Queensland by a couple of hours.
So Dominic, I have a question.
Yes, please.
So do we have an accent? Because you have a really heavy accent. So your ears.
No, I can understand.
That's a
I know,
good
but does
question.
it sound really?
No. My brother worked in the US, and I've been over there a couple of times. He worked there in the mid-'80s as a commuter pilot, so I certainly understand and do watch a lot of US programming, so I can understand the accent. So
Yeah. Okay, my second question. How
Yep.
far are you from Greg Cunart, I guess it is?
Cunard, about an hour flight, about 700 or 800 kilometers.
John Morrison. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. I just wondered because I haven't. Is he back on the air yet?
No, unfortunately.
No.
This is was one of my favourite streams.
Yeah, it was good.
In Australia. Yeah.
Right.
Any other questions you want to? Anybody else
Yes.
want to pose about
What time is
Australia?
it there? What time is it there?
It is 1:35 p.m. Monday afternoon.
Oh, afternoon. Right.
So
And
it's
the
like
temperature
15
is
hours
59
ahead of me.
degrees Fahrenheit.
Do you not have a job?
I work part-time with other people and run my own business and
there you go.
I'm basically wanting to get further into this industry with photography and other modes of the whole industry, but it
So
seems
what's
to be
your-
a bit of a mess down
What's your equivalent of Part 107 over in Australia?
here. I'm not exactly sure what they call it here, but as far as I know, we have what's called a remote pilot's license, and that's the next level up. Because we've got operator accreditation, which is the free version, and then we've got remote pilot's license, then the remote owner certificate, and the aeronautical radio owner certificate, which is the highest level that we've got over here. So it's four categories. And we call it CASA, CASA, which is the Civil Aviation Safety Authority. That's our governing body, much like your FAA.
Mm-hmm.
And just so you know, in Spanish, casa is house or home.
Well, I'm Italian. My
there you
origin
go.
is Italian, and casa is house. Yeah.
Half Spanish.
Mi casa es su casa.
Yeah. And I used to speak very fluent Italian, but it's gone by the wayside since many years. So it's a shame, but I've never really used it after most of my relatives and parents died. So.
Just a news flash. Death sucks.
Tell me about it.
Sure does.
Tell me.
I hate it.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
Even as a Christian and believing in heaven and all that, it still sucks. I miss both my parents like crazy. I lost my dad at 19 years old. He died in my arms. So, but
You were 19?
I was 19. Long time ago. So I did get to take him flying though, because I started flying at 13. So
Oh,
I
wow.
got to fly with my dad. So yeah. By the
Oh, he
time
was a pilot too?
No. My dad was not a pilot, not at all. But
How did you get into it so young?
I don't know. I just always liked airplanes. So I don't know. They're just something I was always innately interested in. So Dominic, how tall are you?
You're getting personal, Alexis.
No, you can ask the question.
Really?
How old of a guy are you?
No, I'll answer
You
it.
like airplanes?
5'6.5". Sorry, I was going to tell you in centimeters, but had to convert it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. We're on imperial metric.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I have to convert everything.
5'6".
The other question that was posed there by Tammy is, do I like airplanes? Yes, I do. I've been an aviation geek for a good 40 years because my brother was a commuter pilot in Oklahoma in the 80s. So, and he's 15 years older than me, and he, was around airports and that sort of thing. So, I've just had a real love for anything along the aviation run or anything to do with RC cars, RC models, and just general technology is my background. I just love all the planes and anything else in that space. So yeah. Any more? You want to throw more questions?
I could go on all night. So
okay.
No, I can get there for less than $2,000. It looks like there.
Are you
That's
searching
great.
for airfare?
Yeah.
Well,
That's what
well
I'm doing.
you gotta remember, you're gonna pay for Matt's hotel room if he comes here, so you gotta figure that in too on this year's expense. Remember that?
We got.
You had a lot of drinks that night.
No, I don't remember that at all. Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
you gotta go back to a previous live stream.
I don't
It's on
remember
video,
ordering this.
so
I don't remember ordering this glass. Matter of fact, let me
on a
see.
stream.
No, I don't remember you guys being naked. How can I not remember that?
Sounds
Melbourne.
like we have to get us some of this peanut butter whiskey, honey.
I don't remember
Otherwise
anything.
known as the mind eraser.
Clearly. There's more. I put in Melbourne, and you got Telemarine, and you got Avalon, and you got Essendon.
Yep.
Which is the biggest
to
airport?
explain that, international airport is Tullamarine, and about 20 minutes trying to work out south of that is Essendon, which is just the domestic. It's more of a domestic terminal, and Avalon is about 80 kilometres away that services our second largest regional spot in Melbourne. Avalon is, as I said, about 80 kilometres away from the central business district, because we've got a number of little smaller towns. I'm trying to explain that we've got regional and rural.
Here we go. I can get there if I had to pick flexible dates to get a lower price.
It's only a mortgage payment.
That's mortgage payment.
Two for Uncle Bill.
That's quite a bit more than a mortgage payment for me. I bought my house when the market crashed. That's several mortgage payments, believe it or not.
What, 1964?
I don't even have a primary mortgage. I just have a what do you call it? Second mortgage. I paid off the primary. We got, let me see, 34 hours. Don't like that one.
Ew.
20. This one's 26 hours for 1940.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
Nothing goes.
I think Matt said he would pay for a plane ticket, right?
There wouldn't be anything direct from Orlando to Melbourne. That's the thing.
Definitely not.
I wouldn't think so. Unless we guys could, take a rocket.
Good night, Mark.
Yeah.
26.
I know that.
That's not so bad. Never mind. I'm going to
The
Hawaii.
only ones that I know that are direct are Melbourne to Los Angeles, but that's on the other side of the country for you.
Yeah, that's a shorter
Well,
flight.
if I looked, I already closed it. But if I looked at that, I bet you I'd go through LAX on the way there. I would imagine.
Yeah. Because they have a regular service between Melbourne and LAX, so probably I think 13 or 14 hours if you get the direct flight. But the trouble is, once you get to Australia, you're still going to, if you wanted to go to any other parts of Australia from Victoria, you're still going to have a 3 or 4 hour travel. Because Melbourne to Brisbane is a good 4 hours, and Melbourne to Perth, the other side, the west coast of Australia, is nearly a 5-hour flight. And then you've got to factor in the time difference, because we've got 3 time zones. So you've got to factor in that.
We do too, but I mean, I wouldn't want to see the whole country. Too damn big. I mean, you'd pick what. Melbourne would probably be the first thing that most people would want to see.
Yeah. But from if I was recommending, I'd go from Melbourne to Hobart, which is the capital of Tasmania, the island under Victoria, and then that's an hour flight. Brisbane is another place that I would recommend. Same goes for Adelaide and Perth. I'd steer clear of Sydney, New South Wales. A little bit too cliche for the tourists. If you really want to go into the really meat potatoes of Australia, I'd be.
Well, how far are you from Matt?
A good 4 or 5 hours. 1,800 kilometres.
Yeah, they're far from one another. I mean, not super far, but far.
I mean, it's not any different from us. I mean, if you want, I'm going to come to the United States, and see Bill and go see, Max and Tammy.
I'll see you in 20 hours, Bill.
Yeah,
if you're driving.
20-hour drive away. Yeah,
3 hours. I
it's
think
about
I'll play 3.5.
So Tammy, Jane, and Max, you're in
17
Michigan?
and a half, 18.
We're in New York.
Oh, New York. Okay.
they're in New York. I'm in Florida, and Alexis is in Texas.
Way down south by the Gulf of Mexico, Corpus Christi, Texas. I drove
I was there
to northern Indiana straight through. It was about 21 or 22 hours, something like that.
It's like us driving to Florida.
Yeah, quite the drive.
Just
But you can't do that all in one go though, with one person.
Oh, I did. No,
No,
I did it
one
all by
person.
myself.
I don't like it.
I did it all by myself, straight through, and I was
The
pretty.
whole trip?
Yeah, the whole trip. I drove straight through.
Holy. Wow.
Yeah.
I
Now on the way
can't-
back, because I went up there to my mom had passed away, and she was living with us down here when she passed, but she gave me her home and everything. So I drove up there. It was like 5.5 years after she had passed away, and we were paying people every month to care for the home and water the plant. It looked just like Mom. In fact, when I walked through the front door, I said, "Mom, I'm home." So it was like surreal because it looked just like Mom was living there, because everything was just as she left it when we picked her up and brought her down here.
Wow, like a
And,
time capsule.
Yeah, it really was. And so they cared for the property and had the hedges and the trees, and everything was just like Mom had it. She left instructions for this family that was close to her on how much water to give each plant, and she was meticulous. So I had to go up there and go through the things, and that was tough, and throw out a bunch of things. That was tough. And then bring back some stuff with a U-Haul behind my truck, because I have a brand new Dodge Ram Limited. So the whole thing was tough. And then I sold the house before I left. So it was quite the trip. But yeah, it was about 21, 22 hours straight through. And it was nuts.
The trouble is we have, if you wanted to drive, you can drive from Melbourne to Perth, which is 38 hours. But if you wanted to go to the northwestern of Australia, the places like Kalgoorlie, Meekatharra, and even Darwin, you can't go straight through the middle of Australia.
Ugly
It
dog.
is just, it is just, it's very harsh. You have to go via, say, Adelaide to Perth and then across, because you can't go straight through the centre of Australia. It is.
Was it whiskey?
Risky, yeah. Because you get stuck there and you're stuck. You're stuck and you get stuck in the middle.
Dominic, what are your fuel prices in Australia?
Bourbon.
$1. We do them by litres, so it's $1.70. I've seen $1.77. So an average price is about $1.85 per litre currently.
That's what you do in Canada too, right, Jim?
Yeah.
Because I remember the first time I drove to Canada, I saw the gas prices and I didn't see the liter part, and I was like, "Oh my God, this was like 20
This is
something."
great.
Oh, I was like,
I'm moving here.
It was full service, and I told the guy, he came to the window, and I said, "Fill her up, man." And then he came back and told me how much it was, and I said, "What are
I'm
you talking
leaving
about?"
here.
Yeah, and then he laughed. He knew it. He saw me coming, but
Little bait and switch.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, we're used to gallons here, not liters, so it was like a multiple of. I don't. How many liters? Hey Google, how many liters
It's
are in
about,
1 gallon?
I think it's
I
about
think it's
3.8.
Yeah.
3.8 to 4.
To convert from gallons to liters, multiply units of volume by 4.55.
No.
4.55.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Liters
off the top
per
of my head,
unit.
it's 4.
3.78.
So you have, what is it per liter?
An average of $1.85. But it
Times
goes up and
4.55.
down every day.
Well, crap, their fuel, that would be that much.
Oh,
a
they-
gallon.
Yeah, they have a lot more.
That's worse than here. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like
It's
$7-8 down, depending on what you're getting.
our
high
fuel
And
quality.
it was
actually been going
up as
down
high
lately.
as it was actually up as high as $2.23 at one stage, and then the government stepped in and pushed it down a bit. It's been going slowly down over the last probably 3-4 weeks.
Our government stepped in and made it go up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, Bill?
If you put your fist like right there.
So we can all buy electric
There we
cars
go.
that our power grid can't handle. It's awesome.
yeah.
Well, we have a Generac
People-
at
people-
home, so if the power
people
grid
can't
goes
afford
down,
to
my
buy
Generac
anyway.
kicks in and
The le-
takes over the
What's
whole.
the least expensive decent electric car you can buy? What's it going to cost brand new?
I don't know, but I just bought an electric motorcycle.
Oh, did you? Which one?
If you go to the website Saunders, SONDORS, put an X like X-ray at the end. .com. Saunders, SONDORSX.com. You'll see it. It's called Metacycle. Goes
How many
80
volts
miles
is
an
it?
hour. Don't know. Where'd you go, Max? I got a weird looking symbol there.
Oh, yeah. I turn the camera off when I go smoke.
What are you smoking?
Exactly the reason.
420,
for it.
baby.
I was gonna say his name is Max Air 420.
It's Uncle Bill's stream. There's a lot of kids that come here, you know?
Okay.
Mm.
I got it.
We have to be we have to be kid friendly here.
This is made for kids.
Well,
Yeah,
these
yeah.
look like bikes. These Saunders XX.
So no
I'm on
politically
the
incorrect
page.
jokes either.
Yeah, it's here.
You
I'll send
guys,
you
I
the
have to
link.
turn off my camera too because I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
well, you're now.
You just need to say goodbye.
yeah. Bye,
Yeah.
everybody. Oh yes.
Bye, Tammy. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate
Bye.
you.
Good night, everyone. Ooh, that's so cool looking though.
That's not the
It is
motorcycle.
cool looking.
That's not the motorcycle. That's the bike.
Yeah, it's a
It's
bike, right?
like they got a motorcycle.
300's not that bad, neither.
I've got the bike.
Oh, no,
to
300 a month.
300,
It's
300 flex pay, yeah.
Tells you-
Ah,
Flex pay for 36 months.
They'll go down
$26.99 pay in full.
They'll go down to
20
the LX.
Yeah, I want to see it before I go.
2,700. Wait, down to the LX? I don't.
Yeah, the
where?
bike that's called the LX. Go down to that one.
I don't see it. Let's find it. X. I don't see it.
No. I'll send you
XS?
for that.
It's not here.
See it either.
Pre-order?
Nope, they got them. Hold on, I'll get it for you.
Okay. I mean, Harley makes a nice electric bike, actually.
Yeah.
Harley sucks.
It's only 35 grand. I understand.
Let's see, where did they do with that?
There's a Saunders
Need a
LX.
real bike.
Yeah, that's
Japanese.
it. That's it. That's my bike.
Okay.
That's not my motorcycle. That's my bicycle.
Okay. Well, that's the LX.
I've got 3 Saunders electric bikes, 2 of the first generations, which I think I'm going to sell, and I've got the LX.
$50?
No. I would sell it to you, Max, for $1,000.
I'll wait a couple. I'll wait a couple weeks.
So wait
I
a
don't want
couple weeks and offer you 50
Well,
again.
here's the thing, though. I don't really give a crap if I sell them or not. So
Same here. Yeah.
I'm not desperate. That's the
Is-
good thing.
Yeah.
Alexis, is this it?
That's my bike.
But it's
All right.
me.
It's
It's
what?
a metacycle, not a motorcycle.
guys.
It's a metacycle. Okay.
Yeah, that's my bike.
4,000 watt battery on there. $6,000.
Yeah.
Pay 1,000 now.
Now,
1,000 now.
But in a sense, it's not bad for a motorcycle. You know, $6,000 is not bad for a new motorcycle.
and I bought mine for 5,000 because it's the first generation. You know, like
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
they were trying to get the project off the ground.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was $700 for shipping, so it was 57 total. And the
Yep.
color, the black, is called Supermassive, and that's the color I bought.
Yeah, that's the color they
Very
chose. So
cool.
they got white, they got Arctic, and naked silver.
I like
Do you
the
have it
The
Supermassive
black
better.
is better for sure.
Do you have it already?
No, I'm supposed to. They told me it was shipping in June.
Yeah, this is a pre-order thing.
So yeah, they're not. You know, it's all backed up in containers. But now they told me it was shipping in. Wait a minute, this is June. Yeah, the last month was June. So June was supposed to be the shipping from wherever, like the whatever their port is in California.
China.
Well, where's the specs on it? What's its top speed? What's its range and all that?
They should
good
have
stuff?
something in there on that.
I'm-
There's probably a
okay.
video in there too.
Yeah, I see nothing. I really don't. I don't see anything.
Go to YouTube and put in
Oh.
motorcycle. There's the video.
Phone them.
That's a video.
Yeah, click on the video, the play thing.
It says
No, not
order.
order now, unless you want one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do it.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Send it.
Take the third mortgage.
Yeah. Send it.
I only have one.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a second
Send
mortgage.
it.
I like the sound.
Futures.
Hello, Metacycle customers. Today I'm here with our long-term durability testing Metacycle. This bike's done over 42,000 miles of road and dyno tests, all in an effort to make sure we deliver not just on our promise of style and value, but also on our promise of durability. Today I'm going to walk you through some of the features of the Metacycle, explain how we do some things, and answer some of the questions you guys have had for us.
I see a single spring shock with a swing arm. Don't know if that's good for 300-pound riders. Just
on social
saying.
media.
Well, then that's why you got to order the upgraded spring
Display on Metacycle is designed to be easy to
for
read
another
and
$600.
with all the information you need to ride safely without being a distraction.
Just
When you
attach
first turn the Metacycle on,
helium
the
balloon
display
to
will
your
cycle
back.
through its various functions and lights before showing you the total mileage on the odometer and flipping to the trip odometer, which resets with each time that you power the Metacycle on. Also, you'll see over on the left side of the display an indicator showing what mode the bike is in. When you power on, the bike starts in park. When you apply a brake or press the P switch, bike switches to drive. Additionally, you have your reverse mode as well as your sport mode, which unlocks the full potential of Metacycle.
Oh, sport.
mode.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that
Does
wasted.
it have an acro?
Hand controls are a critical touch point on any motorcycle. Metacycle focuses on quality ergonomic switchgear that's easy and comfortable to use. On your left hand, you'll find your high and low beam switch, turn signal switch, as well as the horn and button for engaging and disengaging park mode. On your right hand, you'll find your hazard switch, headlight mode switch, as well as the buttons for sport and reverse. Of course, the throttle as well.
It's got
These
reverse.
controls are ergonomic and easy to reach with your hands.
What's this
firmly on
bike
the
weigh that it
handlebars
needs
where they belong.
reverse?
One of the things we get asked about most frequently with a Metacycle is the size of the bike and the fit. Now, I'm only about 5'7" and I have a 29-inch inseam, but as you can see, I can easily get over the Metacycle, and because the seat is quite narrow and well padded, I can actually just about flat foot this motorcycle,
Not
even
hard.
with an inseam, despite the 32-inch seat height.
Yeah, he's a chunky guy. So
Basic
there you go,
operating
Bill.
motorcycle begins around this wireless key fob. Now, this fob is an RF system. It doesn't need to be in any particular place on the motorcycle. You just need to have it on your person when you ride, whether it's in your jeans pocket or your jacket pocket. You just have to have it with you. Now, before you start your ride, you're going to hit the unlock button to disable the alarm. And then you can turn the motorcycle on using the power button located in front of the cell phone charging compartment.
Beep.
The motorcycle first turns on. It will be in park mode. In order to disengage park, either press the park button on the left-hand controls or simply squeeze either brake. That will put you into drive. Once you're in drive, you'll need to put the kickstand up and then simply twist the throttle to go. You also have your sport mode button on your left hand if you want to unlock the full power of the motorcycle. Or if you need to, say, back up a hill, maybe you've parked in, nose in, going downhill, simply press and hold the R button on the right-hand controls and squeeze the throttle for the motorcycle to go backwards.
Does it do a wheelie?
Yeah, I was just going to ask that.
Power and torque are limited in reverse mode, so the motorcycle cannot take off quickly and go backwards very fast. It's very gentle motion as you apply the throttle to back the bike. You finish your ride, you simply switch the bike off with that same power button, put your kickstand down, and you're ready to walk away from the motorcycle. You want to make sure you're best protected. Simply hit the lock button on the wireless key fob. That will turn on the motion-sensitive alarm on your motorcycle. And now, if anyone disturbs the bike, the alarm will go off.
And nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, nobody looks.
Yeah, it'll keep going for hours until the battery.
Riders aren't going to need to remove the battery from
See
the
that big circle right there? That looks like another battery holder where you can double the voltage. Then you can do wheelies.
What's that, Matt? Mark, Max, Joe,
Mark,
Harry,
Matt, Tom,
Harry.
Corey.
I can't see your face, so I forgot who was talking. Anyway, I've got it on a full screen to watch this Hobbit here talk about this motorcycle. Go ahead. This looks like fun. You know, and for $6,000, you're right. That's a deal. You know,
yeah, it's not bad.
If it's going to need decent range and it can get you up to 70 miles an hour, it'd be pretty awesome. Let's see.
Motorcycle includes a 1.2 kilowatt charger that runs on your standard 110 AC at home. To charge the bike, simply locate your charge connector. It only fits one way, and it's a twist lock connector. Open up the port on the side of the bike, plug the connector in carefully, and then twist it to lock. At that point, you can connect your charger to your power. Always check that it's connected to the bike fully first, then connect to your power. When you first connect the charger, the light will blink red and green, and the fan will spin momentarily before the charger settles into charge mode. While it's charging, the light on the charger will flash red. When the charge cycle is complete, this light will go solid green, and then you can disconnect the charger. Always disconnect in the reverse procedure from connecting. In other words, unplug from your power source first, then disconnect the twist lock from the bike.
Is it me or is he making this thing sound like it's really effing fragile? I mean, what if you just yank the cord out of the motorcycle? Did you break it?
It's a twist lock.
I mean, again, seems cool. Seems like fun.
In fairness, we're treating us all like we're a bunch of idiots, but maybe that's the way it's got to be.
I guess, you know.
I'm sure they've had like attorneys involved so that they've got all their bases covered.
No,
well,
I
just for the public. So.
It just seems like it's taking all the manliness out of riding a bike.
That's it. One unique feature of Metacycle is this built-in phone charging and storage unit located on the top of the bike where a conventional motorcycle fuel tank would be. Inside this unit is a wireless charging port. So if you have a phone that's compatible with wireless charging, you can simply insert it in here and it will stay topped off while you
take
ride.
my money. You've got me now.
Charging on your phone. USB port inside here as well. So you can use a cable to keep your phone topped off. This is a really
the more I watch this, the more I like this bike. I want to know about the range.
Cool feature if you have one of these helmets or a communication system where you can Bluetooth to your phone. Then you can use voice commands to access your navigation, make phone calls, and reply to conversations, all while keeping your attention focused where it belongs on the road while you're riding. Another piece of feedback we've gotten from some riders is a concern about sort of the agility of the bike and the ability to really ride aggressively, use the tank, use other parts of the bike to move around. Because the weight is so low on the Metacycle, it's a really, really easy bike to maneuver. And even though there's no tank, this part of the frame here gives you plenty to grip with your leg if you want to hang off the bike in a turn or engage dynamically.
So it's got to go fast.
Another question we get asked is, what kind of sound does the Metacycle make? How loud is it? Well, as you can see, it's exceptionally quiet. There's a bit more motor whine when you get up to something like freeway speeds, but the sound of
What kind of moron would ask how loud an electric bike is?
the air in your helmet quickly eliminates any noise.
Maybe it needs a new catalytic converter.
So much for watching. Check the owner's page for more updates.
Yeah, but you ever hear like those cars that are electric, like when they're just starting and driving like 5-10 miles an hour, they're whining. Like there's like a weird noise coming from them. Maybe you don't hear from the car, but outside the car, like it's like, what the hell was that?
Well, unlike a regular motorcycle, obviously you can hear those things coming when you're driving in a car.
Yeah.
The rumble.
For sure,
You
yeah.
have to be extra
It's just,
careful
you know,
because
it's a different sound, you know.
Okay, so how fast does it go and how long does the charge last?
Yeah, I didn't see any of that.
Was that the end of the video? Just ended?
That was it. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
There it is.
4,000.
Take my money. I don't care.
No, it seems cool. Seems fun. You know,
I would definitely put another battery in
I've
there.
got a $900 monster in the garage. It's just a totally different experience.
It takes 2 hours to charge at 80%.
Yeah.
For
Standard US home outlet, 3 hours and 40. That's not a lot. So I don't. That tells
So
the range.
takes all day to charge, no?
No, 3 hours 40 right here. 3 hours and 4 hours. 3 hours and 45 minutes right there.
So
Typical
if you-
charge. 2 hours. Yeah, I mean it's all great, but what's okay? Specs. Here we go. All right, no shifting, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
80 miles. 80 miles on a single charge.
Oh, that's shit.
Yes, it's shit, Jim.
Shit. 80 miles. That's an hour's worth of driving.
What are you busting? You know, Alexis just bought this bike. Relax, will you?
What?
I know.
It doesn't make
It's
any
Alexis.
sense, Jim.
I said Alexis. You got it right this time.
It'll
It
be
still
fun.
looks fun. I think it'd be a fun little bike to take to work and like that. I'd still like to see some performance information. You know, like 0 to 45 at least, or 0 to 60.
When I get it, we'll do all those tests for you, Bill.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Put some dumbbells on it, so you know we can get something relevant to me.
Pink stringers.
But you know, having this to go back and forth to work sounds cool.
Yeah,
It does. I'd like to know what the life in that battery pack is and how much it is to replace it.
Mhm.
And because 3 hours and 45 minutes is a pretty short charge.
4,000 watt hour.
Well, I'd be cool with it if I knew I could charge that at work all day.
Oh, you could.
Yeah, you go to work, you plug it in, you go home, you plug it in.
Just
Well,
listen to a regular
You got to
standard
ask
wall.
permission for that, though. Because you can't just plug it in.
Sure, you
At
can.
work, I'm
Our
the manager. I can do it.
Our second parking lot's got a light beam with plugins.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it costs
I've
the
been to
company-
plenty of
it costs the
schools
company money. It costs the company money when you do
facilities that have like outlets, but it's technically illegal to plug into somebody else's plug.
Not
Look,
if you work there.
In the States, it is.
You are stealing energy from that company. You're stealing, and it does cost them money.
Now,
So
will it be enforced is a different question, but it's not legal.
Well, they have charging stations all over the place, though, right?
Yeah. There's charging stations all over the place. Yeah,
Don't you have to pay for that, though?
yeah, you pay for it. Yeah.
of course, energy costs money.
Oh yeah.
But you know,
Burn
plugging
the
in,
coal.
I don't think it would be a problem. I don't think they would care.
I just bought a great big Bull Zero battery pack for my airplane to run my portable air conditioner on. And I also have a solar panel for it, so I could theoretically charge my motorcycle from my battery pack that's being charged by the solar panel.
Yep.
And then you just don't have to pay anybody for it.
Yeah. Takes longer though, right?
Yeah, it'll be the battery pack I have has a 120 volt outlet. It's got 2 of them. It's pretty big.
Okay.
So it's an inverter. So yeah, you could do it.
Yep.
It would take longer to charge the battery pack with a solar panel because it's, I think, a trickle charge. But if you're out in the middle of nowhere, it's better than nothing.
Yep.
You just have to lug along the battery pack. That's all. It's like 29 pounds.
Then there's this.
Pretty cool.
Ooh, that's the live wire.
Look at the plastics on that.
Yeah, it's the Harley Davidson. But
that's all the difference is. It's just some plastics.
It's a lot more money. I guarantee you
Yeah,
that.
yeah. More money for plastic. Everything is plastic today. We pay more money for it. I want some metal. A big turbo.
Well, the frame on the Metacycle is one piece. It's die casted as one piece.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool.
Difference is the live wire is $29,799 to start. Yeah. However, if you want to see the specs, I mean, there's a big difference here. This thing has 146-mile range. Yeah.
146. That's it. See, like.
Yeah. Go to Dad's and back.
Like what do you get out of a normal bike? Like 300 probably, right? And it's like 4 gallons.
No, it's 6 on the new ones, 5 on mine. Mine's a 07. I have a 5 gallon thing.
5 gallons. And how many miles you get out of the 5 gallons?
About my mileage isn't what it should be for some reason. So I'd say, because guys claim to get 40, I get in the low 30s. So even 32 times
30
5
miles a gallon.
I get 160, on a 5 gallon tank. But the difference is, I could put 5 gallons of gas in and come home.
Yeah, you get 5 gallons of gas anywhere. Yeah.
This is going to take a lot longer than that to charge. These things are fast. That's
the atmosphere.
I've seen these online. They're really effing fast.
Anything. See, electric has a torque. Throws you right off the line. That's the thing that makes them so fast. Just like a FPV drone. It's got so much torque. Just gotta hold on.
Oh, look at this. You can get a fast charge station for 80% charge in 40 minutes. That's 100% in an hour. That's pretty impressive. That's what a fast charge is.
Do that the whole battery life, and you're replacing a battery in like 2 years. Then that's like another $6,000 right there.
Well, I mean, I don't really want it, but I've seen guys online that were gassed, gearheads, and expected to hate it and loved it. They said it was easy.
Oh yeah,
yeah, super fast, all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, no, I definitely give it to like electric, because electric is the best. It's got so much torque. It's like straight off the line. It just gets you there, and then it starts hauling ass even more. But it doesn't last as long. And then, like, to recharge it, you're still like not being good to the environment. There's something producing that electricity. It ain't the sun. Definitely not the sun. Oil, coal.
900 pounds.
Hell yeah. Burn the atmosphere right up. Full throttle. Send it, Bill.
Carbon footprint, baby.
I
Wish I had more time to write it. Oh, 9 months. I'll be 62. Maybe I'll
You do. You can ride it to work in the morning and back home. What's stopping you? It's not reliable no more. Oh shit!
It's
The
very-
Harley.
Stop it. That bike is uber reliable. I take care of it. And
Uber
it's-
reliable.
even though it is.
Hey, you said it's an 07. Uber wouldn't take you on. You need to have something fresh in Uber.
07, but it's only got 18,000 miles on it.
They look at the year. They don't look at miles. My car is uber reliable, and that shit passes miles by far. Dude, I put 30,000 miles on my car in 6 months. Holy shit.
Well, I actually used to drive over 80,000 miles a year to go to work. However, I would buy little four-cylinder hoopties and throw them away.
You know what sucked is like I tell my insurance is like 12,000 miles I'm driving. You know, they get the best rate. And then like it's documented that like on my next inspection that I did 60,000 miles. So like I could be like going to jail for shit.
Also, I was saying I bought that bike 7 years ago. Used from my dad's best friend. His brother passed away. It was his bike, and it had less than 5,000 miles. So I put a bunch of miles on it because I was riding it all the time whenever I could. But now going to work in the morning and stop, in heavy traffic over that bridge and going into store. It's not like it's
riding in Florida. The
just
traffic and the humidity and the heat.
No. Florida's got great places to ride. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if I have the time, I jump on the bike or run along the intercoastal waterway. There's all kinds of great roads to ride here, and great weather, especially in the winter. But going to work and back, if I'm doing that now, it's probably to save. It's probably for gas mileage, versus actually enjoying riding the bike. I mean, you stop and go and sitting on an air cooled bike in 90-something degree weather with you turn your legs into a pot roast. But don't get me wrong, I love riding a bike. I love jumping on it. It's a great bike, and that thing's like a car anyway. I mean,
wait, it's air. What is air cooled?
What?
What is air cooled? Like you got to keep going to like have it cooled down and stuff. Because everything I own has like a radiator.
No, that's another no. They didn't have water cooled until the Milwaukee 8s come out.
You said this was what, a 69 bike?
07. 07.
I'm messing with you,
You're
bro.
cooled up until about 3 years ago. Anyway.
Alexis ran. She saw a fight coming.
I'm making some coffee.
My Harley's balls. The thing is, I haven't had any problems with that.
Harley's a good bike.
People have.
Don't
get me wrong.
I own one. I crashed one.
Personally, I've never had any problems.
And I'm happy that I crashed on that one because that one was a bad crash. And it was crazy because I was on the bike the whole time. And it was like the best crash I've ever had. Because the bike just rode on its side. Stupid deer jumped out in front of me. Dude, I was doing 55 miles an hour. I had the crash bars on. And luckily, I just put those on too. I had a couple of like bolt-ons. I had an electric glide. I think it was a 2010, 2011.
That's an electric glide. Electric glide Ultra Classic.
Okay. And because I wanted to slow down. Which still, I love my rockets, my crotch rockets, but I wanted to slow down a little bit, which, like, even if you're like a speed demon, you don't slow down on a Harley. You don't go as fast on a Harley. But you don't slow down.
They've had very fast Harleys. They
do. Yeah. They do.
There's
some out there for sure.
They've won a whole bunch of motocross races with some of their models, but that's not what this is. This is a big, heavy, very with all kinds of
until somebody pisses you off on the highway, and you're like, you had a drink in you, and you're riding home from the bar.
I don't drink and ride. I don't drink and ride.
I know.
No more than 1 or 2 beers. That's it. I won't drink and ride.
Yeah, you know, you don't drink and ride, but you only had 1 or 2. That's it.
Oh, God. Speaking of
1 or
guys
2
with
mixed
motorcycles,
drinks at 3 shots apiece.
Hey, Robbie.
What's up, Robbie?
Hey, everybody.
Robbie, you down with drinking and riding?
I'm sorry.
I said, you down with drinking and riding? Because Uncle Bill is. Oh wait, no.
I'm not. I don't do any drinking, dude.
Bill does it all the time. He only has 1 or 2, but that's okay.
Yesterday we went to a cafe.
I love you, man.
And we were sitting down, and I told her, ask him if I could fly, because it was like, these people here buy this property that's like wetland, wet as shit. Like there might be a foot of water in it, and they'll buy it and put stilts in it and build restaurants and stuff on it, and they make a killing. I mean, they're smart. So I asked if we could fly. So I went out and flew and was all excited, came in. They got all this big dessert tray, glass window, just beautiful little cafe. And then I look behind me and she goes, do you want some cookies? And I'm like, what do you mean cookies? And she said, look behind us, they've got different cookies. And I looked back there and it looked like they had a little bar set up, but instead of having taps, they had these glass jars like you'd see in a hospital that, you know, they open up and hot and stuff out of. And I looked and it said grape apple, John Lennon. What else was on the Bruce Banner? And I started looking at the jars and it was buds, dude. I mean, they were freaking huge. And I said, honey, you're not cookie? She said, yeah. It says right there, chocolate chip cookie. And I said, honey, come here, look. They had a scale, they had tubes, rolling papers, scale, everything. And you went up there and told them which one you wanted, and they rolled them up for you and you paid them. They don't allow you to smoke there. So it was, let's see, it would have been per gram, which I don't know, but per gram it was like, I'd say $22 to $23 per gram for like the more expensive stuff. And the more expensive it got, it had like, you know, the first one was like, I don't know, $15 a gram, and it said side effects, tiredness, hungry, and sleepy. Yeah. And then you got to the really expensive one at the end that was expensive, and it said the side effects were like hallucinations, don't drive. And I was like, honey, she goes, which one do you think's the best? I was like, well, probably that one over there. She goes, how can you tell? And I said, well, look at the side effects. And I said, then look at the price. So yeah, it was wild. So it's literally everywhere now, but you have to have a license. Yeah, you have to have a license to sell it. So yeah, I've got this brother-in-law that I won't say too much about that I don't care for, that he's supposed to be a chef, and we got him set up in a box to cook, one of those little outdoor deals where he's got his restaurant. Dude never want to get up and go work. I am not going to get into it. So guess what? Now he doesn't do it very much and even open a store. You know why? He started selling marijuana. And I told my wife, I said, yeah, but I told my wife, I said, the first time, because he lives in the house that we owned across from us. I said, the first time people start coming over here and dealing in front of my house, I'm going to raise hell, because he's buying it from somebody else. And I know what's going to happen in the future. He's going to buy it to resell it. He's going to sell it, get a pocket full of money, spend it. And guess who's going to come looking for him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I tried to tell the sister-in-law, I told my wife, tell your sister. And I said, she's not going to listen, because she's going to think, oh, they're just jealous because we're making money. They ain't making no damn. They could make $1 million a day and they wouldn't know how to spend it. I mean, it's just, okay, I'm through ranting. But it was pretty cool at the cafe just to see how they had the layout done. Dude, it was like a clean room.
Robbie, do they do mail order? Because Max there would like to order some.
Yeah, mail order might prohibit my travel back home.
Yeah, send it over to me.
Dude, you know, they're so it's funny.
No, it's actually legal. It's legal here in New York. They haven't started businesses yet, but that's going to be soon, because it's probably been 6 months since it's been legal, and they said about a year plus to having stores. But I've actually heard of stores already being here. Now, are they legal? Probably not, but they're selling it. You know, nobody's closed the store down yet.
I'm not against the drug itself, but I am against everybody being able to sell it or sell it on the side. And the reason for that is like in Vegas, they had those, I think they call them dispensaries that you go to and you can buy the marijuana or the suckers or the brownies. That's a business that you're going into and you're coming in and out of that. But when people start selling it out of their homes and they get drug people and other stuff mixed in, the danger comes in. And that's the issue that I have. I have a 10-year-old in my house. My sister-in-law across the street has got a 4-month-old, a 3-year-old, and a 9-year-old. It's not a good combination to be able to sell it like that. So I am against that. I mean, you know, and being in the U.S., we've complained for years and years about immigration, about people from Mexico coming and taking our damn jobs and all that. Well, you know what? I totally agree with that part. It's not right. And if they get a visa and they pay for that visa and they come over here and they get set up and they get a job, I'm all for it. Because let me tell you, just because I'm American and we have money to come to these countries and live, dude, people think, oh man, Robbie's got it made over there. Man, it's a cheap place to live, dude. I am like an ATM machine over here, paying everything we do. And now the hotels are set up to where when me and my wife go on vacation, if I call in and put it on my credit card, I pay 30% more because I'm a foreigner. I was like, put it on your card and I'll just give you the cash. It's terrible. It's like they try to make money off everything you do. My wife just sent her little Honda in to have maintenance on it, an oil change, and just check it out. She just called me and she's like, I need $450. I'm like, what for? She goes, the maintenance on the car. And it's like, honey, the thing's got like a 2-stroke motor on it. What do you pay that much money? And she's like, well, they changed the oil and did this. And I was like, and she said, and they sprayed something under the car to keep the rust away because, you know, we live next to the ocean. So I sent it, but it's like every time I turn around, I'm sending something electronic off my damn phone. It's
auto pay.
Know, yeah, dude, it's like, you know, no, I don't do auto pay.
You see your account go up, and then it's just less.
I like the banking system better here though, because it's as easy as if I need to pay a bill. Like when I bought my drone here, the guy told me how much it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about that.
I keyed it in, popped up his name, verified it, hit send. He instantly had it. So it's got its good things and its bad things for living over here. I wouldn't want to live over here if I had to really had a job and work. I wouldn't want to. Being retired and not really working and kind of doing what you want to do, it's a great place because you can get up and go somewhere. But my wife still works. She'll work 3 more years full time. And I get help from my friends. They're like, why do you let your wife work? You're retired. She should be able to stay at home each day. She's had the same job for 22 years. So she works in the revenue department for the government. I get free medical, 100%. Everything. I mean, everything. She gets it, and her 88-year-old mother gets it. Because I'm telling you, if she didn't have it and something happened to her, you know who's gonna pay? I would go through my savings probably having to pay this stuff. So because of that, she's like, you know, it's better off if I work my 3 years and get it in because then I can get 100% of my salary every month for the rest of my life. And she goes, and if I die, you get it. I was like, stay.
Marry me.
So there's some good things. She woke me up this morning at like 4 o'clock. She goes, I had this really, really, really bad dream. I was like, what? She goes, I dreamed you died. And I was like, what? What do you mean I died? How did I die? She goes, I don't know. I guess like a heart attack or something. And I was like, it kind of scared me. I was like, I got to start getting on my diet, maybe something. She's trying to tell me something. And then I was sitting here like 20 minutes ago, and she's like, can you find this document for me and take a picture and send it over? And I was like, which document do you want? She goes, it's where I had my name changed to your name. So it shows that we're legally married. And I was like, does it have anything to do with my life insurance policy? She said, no. I was like, okay. It says right here, Robbie, the taxes are exactly why people are selling it without a business. It may not be your thing, but many people rely on having black market sales. We are not criminals. We need snacks. Well, here's the deal. Anybody can buy it. But in order to sell it, just for that issue, I mean, honestly, here, you could open up a business outside and make them ice cream, okay? And never pay taxes, and they would never open their mouth to you. And my wife tells me, she's like, this guy's got a fishing business, and he goes out and catches shrimp and brings it in. And he came in today we're going to negotiate his bill. I was like, what the hell does negotiation mean? She's like, well, he owes us like $80,000. So if he's willing to pay us like 60, I was like, what? And she said, y'all don't do that in the U.S.? I was like, hell no. She goes, what do? I said, they grab your shit out of the bank.
Well, in a sense they do, because I had a boss that he owed a lot of money to a warehouse because he had a pretty high credit limit, and eventually they settled on something less, and he had to pay it off. It took like time for him to pay it off, but yeah, he got himself in a lot of debt.
It takes
But
forever.
I remember him telling me it was less because he shared everything. So that was a great thing. He showed me a lot. He showed me from from the beginning to the end. And we were always cool, and we still remain cool. He owed, in a sense, he still owes me money, but I forgave that.
Yeah, here the taxes are like, when I had my computer stores in Tennessee and Kentucky back in, let's see, the late 80s, early 90s, I didn't have a bookkeeper when I first opened up. And I was like, well, shit, I got more money coming in than going out. This is easy. And I was making good money. I wouldn't pay any. So I'd get this letter from the IRS and it'd say, hey, you owe us like $3,500 estimated taxes. And I didn't know they were sending me that because I wasn't giving them what it was. So I kept paying it. And then I hired a lady that worked for the bank for like 20 years. And she's like, I want to come work with you because I can stay busy. And so I hired her. And she's like, Robbie, you're terrible with money. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, look at these taxes. Like, I pay everything they ask me to take. And she said, you dumbass. They're estimated taxes. They're estimating what they think you owe. If you would turn in the real paperwork, you would save money. And I was like, so what does that mean? She's like, you paid $26,000 extra this year in your taxes that you didn't even know. And I was like, all right. So called the IRS. I said, look, I overpaid $26,000. When do I get my check back? And they're like, oh, we don't do that. We give you a credit. And I was like, oh my God.
But it's fine.
All right, so I got like 5% battery left, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'm tired too. So, boys and girls, good night.
Good night.
FPV, POS
I finally got it.
All right. Good night, guys.
See you, Max. Good night.
Later.
Sweet dreams.
I got to figure out how to fly.
Let the Harley hater out of here. God damn it.
I got to figure out how to fly this thing now.
Just don't
You haven't put it up yet?
Not yet. Here's the thing. I mean, I know that I'm not going to put it in macro, but I was reading. They said when you fly it, there's a manual button on here that you hit. Yeah. And I thought I'd hit that and maybe the damn thing will fall out of the sky. But someone said that if you hit it, it asks you first, do you want to go in macro mode? Is that true?
No, well, yeah. If you try to go into acro while you're flying it, yes, it will make you confirm. So you can't.
How do you okay to confirm it?
There's a button on the side of your headset. It's a 4-way switch, which took forever for me to figure out because the documentation was terrible. But there's the oh shit button in there.
Now, which button would that be? Which one would be the oh shit button?
I'll get mine. Hold on.
Okay. Because I'd like to fly it today, Bill, just to get it in the air as a normal drone. But my issue is this. Howdy. I want to understand this button better because everybody's saying that you pull this back, it opens up, and you have access to tightening up this particular button here where it'll bounce back. Yeah. If I fly it in normal mode, I want to set it up like that. Correct?
No. See, what they're telling you is that's already been modified so that it stays in whatever position you have it.
No, you can change it.
When you first, no, it's already been changed. You bought that used. When you buy it,
the thing is, you can open it up and change it to however you
want. But don't I want both of them like this, Bill?
No. New, that one will dead center. But that's already been adjusted so that it's more like an FPV drone.
Right. But if I want to fly just standard, not FPV, should I convert it back to center?
I see my up, down, left, right, it will dead center. However, my throttle stays wherever I put it. Left, this is actually left, right. It will actually dead center, but the throttle itself, you want it to stay where you put it. And so yours is already set up the way most people want it.
Yeah.
Somebody opened your controller and did that.
And violated my inside of my controller.
Yes, it was violated. Yeah. But no, that's it. I mean, you can put it back to original if you want to.
I want to put it back like that for when I'm flying. I want to just fly the drone normally first. So I'm going to put it back to fly it like that, and then once I get more time in, I worked on the sim last night, and after like 30 minutes, honestly, I was had a little bit of vertigo going on. You know, it's funny though, because on the sim, when I was using the sim, it was like I'd be trying to bank left and turn left and use the stick separate. But I found when I worked them together and sync, together like that, I didn't crash as much. So it's going to take me some time.
So on your controller,
okay,
I haven't flown this thing in a while myself, but I think it's that pause button on the left top.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I see the pause, and then what do you do if you do it twice? It comes home.
We still have some people in the chat that have this drone. I think that fly it. You should have asked Max before he left, because Max has.
So Lynn's Capture Online said the pause button is the "oh shit" button.
Okay, so and ask him if you hit it twice, because it says home. If you do it twice, does it come home? Let me turn my chat on where I can.
That I don't know. Now you know how to start it though, right? Get the motors going. It's just like most drones. You just.
I could be telling you shit.
You just what? Now on here on the remote, it shows
diagonal down.
Okay.
Down,
okay. To
like
each other. Okay.
That'll start your motors.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
now, on here. Wait a minute. I got to get my camera right, guys. Look, on here it says start stop.
Yeah.
So if I hit that when I'm flying, they're going to cut the damn motors off?
No. No.
Okay, I'll fix the mode too. And what is the C1 for?
No idea.
Because there's a power button, and then the left button is a C1 button. What is that one, Lynn's Captured Online? We don't care about cap locks. We're here for free info.
Robbie, read the Lens Capture Online. He has one. Alexis does too, but she hasn't really flown it a lot lately.
Not lately. No, Robbie, I will tell you this too. One time I was at we have some neighbors that are Filipino, and when they have parties, and they have a basketball court at their home. So I thought, well, that'd be a good place to set it up. It was at night. So they wanted to see the drone. So I showed it to them. They go, well, can you fly at night? And I go, well, I can, but I'm not going to go real high with it. But when
Stop screaming.
Am I screaming? Am I really?
No, Lens Capture Online.
Oh,
look, see, he's screaming. He's screaming. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Anyway, so when I started it, the drone just went off on its own, and I was trying to bring it down, and the thing just went berserk nuts, and it was flying in circles around the basketball court. And you've never seen so many little Filipinos run as fast as they could, but it caught one guy right in the backside, hit him right in the butt. And of course, thankfully it did hit him where it hit him. I mean, because it brought the drone down, and I was able to go recover the drone in the bushes. But the drone
was this the FPV or a regular GPS drone?
Oh no, this was the one that you've got, the DJI FPV.
So I gotta beware of that.
Yeah, so I mean, be like, watch that you're not close to people or. But I've never had that problem again. It scared the crap out of me because I thought this drone just lost its mind, because it could have just jettisoned off into the black of night and found it miles away, as far as I was concerned.
Well, when I'm using this one on the sim, I'm using my left button for my throttle. But on the regular GPS drone, the left throttle is normally for your elevation, your up and down.
Okay.
And your right is your throttle. So I guess I need to go in and just verify in the buttons on the controller as I set it up, because I would like to fly it today, but I got to get to a spot. The problem here
You're right.
is where I live is I'm really, really close to water, meaning that every 30 foot there's water. There's either a lake or a pond or something that's going to kill it when it lands in it.
You need to go on a road trip where there's some real land.
Left hand.
We went to a little cafe, I guess 2 days ago, and half the cafe is on a balcony and overhangs like this little river thing, and they've got like a bench set up where you sit down and your table's here. It's a long table, and then there's the lake, so your feet are like dangling over the water. It's kind of cool. And then I heard some kids start pointing and saying something and pointing, and I didn't know what the hell they were pointing at. And I looked over, and there's about 9.5 foot long Komodo dragon swimming right towards us. His tongue is like this long.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my, where have I moved?
That does not. We don't have Komodo dragons here, but no. Did you get this thing? Did you buy that?
I didn't buy that.
It's pretty.
I didn't buy that.
It's pretty cool. It's confusing as all get out. You have to watch some YouTube videos.
Well, I watched one guy. He was doing tricks, and he could make the drone flip. He would take it in his hand and toss it up and let it flip, and it follows where the drone goes. It was pretty cool.
That's wild. And the battery pack is annoying, so I got me a clip for my head strap. I bought one of those what do they call them, fat straps.
Yeah, I got one. I ordered that too. I don't know when it'll come in.
So yeah, there's a clip for your battery pack that'll clip. What are you laughing about? Got everything these.
Nothing. There's all kinds of private jokes going on over here. It's okay. Keep talking. We'll listen.
This will clip onto like your top or your headset. Usually is where I put it, because the battery pack is like annoying the way that they normally did. I have really bad lighting in here, so. But yeah, this will just go right into the clip like that.
Wow. Lens Capture online says that he likes the motion controller.
Here you go, Bill. This is just for you, Bill.
I'm with you. When they start doing this crap, I don't know what everybody's laughing at. I don't know if they're laughing at me or
nothing. No, not at you at all. Not even a little bit. We're just running around. I know I'm gonna get a copyright hit on this one.
Yeah, well.
We just need to talk louder than the music so they don't catch it.
Okay, maybe I need to get off.
No, please don't. We're just we were kidding. We were singing "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" to "The Komodo Dragon Sleeps Tonight," and Robbie's jumping. Just for fun. You live by a jungle.
Copyright thing. I forgot all about that.
You live by a jungle, and we were just having fun. Yeah. We got dangerous creatures living there that sleep at night.
Alexis, I guess I'll try it today and see. I guess I just need to treat the goggles like I would my cell phone with a GPS drone as far as the functions and everything.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have any trouble as long as you don't put it in acro mode.
Oh, I won't.
As soon as you take it up, it'll start hovering, and then you just take it slow. You know, don't do anything crazy.
What concerns me, Robbie, is you were saying that toggle switch was, you're saying it's normally it just is your left hand is the elevator, but you're saying it's your throttle. So he must have pitched it around.
It might be, though. It could have been on the sim when the sim was setting the controller up. The sim could have seen it like that. I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and open this up and change this where it sticks in a position, because this is set up for FPV. I want it to bounce back like this for the GPS. I'll fly with that and learn and understand more about what those functions are first.
Right.
And then I'll switch it back to use the sim. And then when I can get it, from that point, I'll do better, because it was a little hard because from what I understand from what I've seen on the controller itself, like the right one right here, when you move it forward, it showed on one of the videos that it pitches the camera like this, which I got to understand, because when I fly it with a sim, my throttle, and I'm backwards, guys, because where I'm at, but my left hand is my throttle. So I was giving it throttle, and then this one actually in the sim let me go up and down, because that's where I was getting confused on the sim.
Yeah. Just,
Anyway,
look at what,
you set up whatever you want. There's a left hand setup. There's a right hand setup. So whatever you're comfortable with is fine.
Yeah, but if I'm practicing the acro in the sim, I need to make sure the sticks are the same way. So when I get up there,
you got to change your settings to match your controller. But
yeah,
I mean, typically your throttle's on your left hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then,
so I am gonna lens capture online. I am going to go ahead and adjust this thing. I didn't get a key with it. They said it has an Allen or something like that.
yeah,
to
there
adjust
should
that.
have been. There should have been. I think I used my own though, but there's a nice little case for your props. It's a plastic.
Yeah, I saw
case.
that.
The props that come with this suck. I just use them as wall decor. But
Yeah, I've seen a couple people do videos, and that's why they bought it.
Yeah. And how many batteries do you have, Robbie?
3.
You're good then.
Okay, so I opened it up here. Let's see, does the whole damn thing come off, or is it just open?
Just
Yeah,
open.
it looks like it just opens. Okay.
Yeah, it won't come all the way off.
I can't read it, but it looks like there's 2, F1 and F2. So what's in this thing?
Come on.
I can't see what's in it. It doesn't even look like a screw head. Or Allen head, should I say. Okay, I'll have to find my flashlight to see down in there.
Come on, baby.
Lens capture online. Are the Allen heads, and do I need to loosen both of them? Because it looks like there's 2 in here. So does it actually have it to where both of the screws on the left side control both of the sticks on both sides? I would think it'd be one under each one, but
Open her all up. Let's operate.
yeah. Break it the first day I try to fly.
I haven't so long. Probably lens capture can give you a tip.
Okay, well, I mean, worst case scenario, I could leave it like this. It's like I don't need it to really bounce back.
Go slow with the Allen wrench when you do screw it around, because they're real. I don't know. I had some trouble with mine. It was not.
How's the speed of the drone as far as in regular mode, like you would fly it in GPS mode? Is it a lot faster than regular ones?
I've never taken mine in acro, but the other one, the sport mode, I think they call it.
Yeah.
Let's see, is it yeah, you've got the 3 switches there. The normal, the sport. Sport mode is plenty fast for me. And I can't imagine going acro, because taking off all GPS stability, that's kind of insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
You got to be a pro to do that.
Well, I mean, I can fly a real airplane, but flying these drones, you got to tip your hat to the people that really can fly FPV.
But your ass is strapped into an airplane, so you don't say, "Oh hell, forget it."
Yeah, no, I've been flying so long. To me, it's second nature. But the flying, I guess it's like when you see kids on YouTube, they're flying acro. They're going to grow up and think, it's nothing. I've been doing it all my life. Well, sorry, this technology didn't exist back when I was that age, or I'd have been probably flying them too.
We've got some professional flyers here that travel all over the world, and one of the girls is about 15 years old, and she was the former world champion. I don't know if she is today. I know last year she was. She's 15 years old, and I went to they call it the hackathon here. It's where the government puts together programs to promote technology.
Uh-huh.
And so they invited me to come. I went out there, and I met a little guy named Pepper, and he's got a YouTube channel called Pepper FPV. He's 7 years old. So he went in the bathroom and walked out, and the two cleaning ladies that were in there started laughing. And I said, "What did he say?" And they said, "Do you know me?" And they said, "No." He said, "I am the champion." And I mean, the kid is like, he's a little bitty thing. He's 7 years old. So I went out there and watched him fly. Dude, he's like, he didn't even crash it. He was like circling things, and he was inside. We were on the outside of a mall that had like a fencing netting around it. And it was a small area. They'd set up a course for them to go through and race. And when he flew, I mean, he was outdoing the 15 and 17-year-old people. And then the adults came and flew. And then, of course, all the TV cameras started moving in, and they brought the girl in, the 15-year-old girl. I couldn't see the drone. It moved so quick, you could hear it, but by the time you thought you saw it, it was already gone. She's that fast. And I've seen guys on YouTube that are supposed to be these experts. They have no idea. This girl, wow, she's fast. So I have a group here. So this guy that sold me the stuff, he flies a lot. They've got a lot of drones. So I want to set up a time to go out with him, and I'm sure he can help give me some pointers on what it is. I don't see as many videos on FPV as you do the GPS drones. And when you do, they're not like, I watch a video on how to set all this stuff up, and I'll catch like about this much here, and this much here. They do it so quick, they expect for you to already know it. And then the video says, first time, set up DJI FPV, and you look at it and you're like, okay, you've already taken it out of the box. You haven't showed me any of the power cords. You just started plugging stuff in and showing me the goggles. And I'm like, where's the front part? And I'm like, is it a secret? Is it one of these secrets? Like, they don't want everybody to learn to fly GPS? Because I said this yesterday in a stream. Some of the guys that fly FPV, it's kind of like you start talking to them about FPV, they're like, oh man, FPV, dude, it's like really expensive, and man, it takes years and years to learn. And the guy's like been flying like 4 or 5 months. It just takes years. And I'm sitting here thinking, you didn't finish high school and you can fly FPV. I got a master's degree, engineering degree. I think maybe I'm intelligent enough to figure this out. But it's like, you have to learn how to do it. So anybody can learn any of this stuff, but there are a lot of people out there that don't want to share it, which it doesn't matter. I mean, unless you're one of the big FPV guys, you're not going to make any money off a channel.
It's kind of like the first day you walk into algebra class and everybody's acting like, it's rocket science, and it's like, it's not that bad. Oh, and one other tip, when you take your goggles out in the daylight, don't let the
light in them.
Yeah, because you'll burn the pixels or whatever in there.
Yeah.
And you'll always see it then. So what I did was, this is what I have to hold my antennas. Do you have one of those?
Yep.
Okay, and then that just goes inside to protect.
I bought that, and then I bought some extra foam, Alexis. I don't know how good the foam is going to be that I got, but it's supposed to be softer and seal better. So
yeah, like a plastic.
Exactly.
Yeah. There you go. Lens capture just gave you a good message there about the screws.
Okay, good. The adjustment two screws inside the screw is towards the left outside. Loosening the F2 screw all the way to the stop release is tension. Okay. Oh, cool. Stop will be somewhat centered but very floppy. Then you adjust the F screw to release the.
I think you meant F1 screw.
Yeah. I'm probably, before I even do that, I'm probably just going to leave it like it is here. I'm not going to like drop it down low where it crashes. I'll keep my hand on it. I just want to like get the feel of anything freaky going to happen. And so I guess I need to go out.
Actually, if I were you, I would tension it up, because your mind's going to go blank. And if you pull that stick all the way down your throttle, it will drop out of the sky.
Oh yeah, I guess with the goggles, I'm not going to have the view that I have from.
Yeah, you're not going to. Yeah, and what I've always done is, like, when I come in for a landing, like, I know where I can see it coming toward me, of course. And what's cool about this too, you'll go out so far and you'll go shit. Like, where's home base? Where am I at? On this is really cool because when you yaw around and you look back toward yourself, it's like augmented reality. You'll see a great big H wherever you're standing. That means home. You just fly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you'll fly toward the H. That's where you're at. That's really cool.
Oh, wow.
So you'll see a H in your goggles. You'll see the H, which means home. And you fly toward the H. Now, whenever I get down to where I'm about to land, I'll flip the goggles off and I'll visually land it, you know.
Lens capture online. Come on the stream with us. It's quicker than typing.
You need tension to fully fly normal or sport. So you want your controller to be like I've got mine. So
where it bounces back.
Yeah, both of them are in the center, and when you push them, they bounce back.
Yeah, I need to find out what size Allen key, because I don't have a key.
Come on into the stream.
You know, I've heard a lot of people talking, you know, with FPV. They say we don't like flying alone when there's people around us because we can't see what they're doing behind us, like taking stuff from our bags and stuff like that. And me and Al Duran have run into a couple situations where we've been flying and walked out a little bit. No, he doesn't need to send you the invite. Look in the top of the chat and the link's in there. Billy says you have to send him an invitation.
At the very top of the chat, there's a...
Give him a verbal. Give him a verbal.
It's right there. It's pinned to the top of his. Here, I'll send it. Maybe he's not seeing it for whatever reason.
I think you just got it.
Whoop, there it is.
Oop, there it is.
And it's Tom from Las Vegas. Boop.
Hi, Tom.
Where's Tom? I didn't look. Oh, there it is.
You'll have a blast with this thing, Robbie, but I'm telling you what, you've never flown FPV before? This is
never.
Yeah, me either, and it's to me it's the greatest way to learn. I know Ken.
Well, I think it will give me the comfort zone just flying normally first so I understand my gear.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I can concentrate more on not crashing it.
Right.
Instead of it's all my gear, because it's hard enough. I'm sure with the goggles to learn the buttons and everything.
I will never fly acro with this thing. Never. I don't care how good I think I am. I will never, because it's made out of plastic, and I've seen too many videos where the arms get broke or whatever. And I've had this thing already where my Care Refresh program or whatever they call it has expired. So now I'm really on my own.
Yeah, we don't have it over here, but I was thinking about buying those legs.
That's what I'll fly. When I get FPV, I'll go into the real thing.
Yeah, you know the cross legs they make for this?
I have it.
Really?
Yeah, but I took it off. I took that off because when you have the braces on, I can't get it into my case.
Oh yeah, that's what
it blocked it. And I thought, well, I'm not going to need that anyway because I'm not going to fly at acro. There he is.
Yeah. Much better than typing.
We have an expert on the panel.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, read me a book.
Okay, I've got my list of questions for you.
Yeah. My fingers are already raw, Robbie.
That's why I said, come on. What size is the Allen key do I need for this?
Dude, it's definitely metric, so you shouldn't have any problem finding one.
Okay.
But I really think it's a very small Allen key. Just any regular set of metrics, you should have that key in there. Okay. So if you have some hex keys around, it's a standard hex key. It's not Torx.
So why again is there two screws in there?
Okay. So as you're holding it, when you turn it over, the screw towards the outside of the remote, that's the one that releases tension. Okay. And that'll make the stick flop around. And Alexis is 100% correct. Tension that bad boy up.
Okay, let me get my wrench.
When you put your
We're
goggles
gonna do it
on.
all
Otherwise, he's gonna let loose on that stick, and like a GPS, you're gonna think you're hovering, right, Alexis? He's going to nosedive.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I've had mine up to the limit of like 400 feet, just buzzing around, and then I try to come down, and it's like in the headset, it doesn't look like you're coming down, but you're coming down pretty quick.
Oh, the rate of descent speed is incredible on that drone.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I've had it up to 1,640 feet.
Oh my!
Along a mountainside.
Cool.
And staying legal, guys, within 400 feet, and I got a Part 107. I guess that's allowed. But coming down and cliff diving with it is incredible, and especially with that motion controller.
Okay.
What's really funny was I'm sitting on the tailgate of the truck. My wife is my VO, right? Because I got the goggles on.
Right.
And I'm flying, and I come over this ridge, and she starts laughing her ass off. And I go, "What's so funny?" She goes, "When you came over the ridge, you lifted your feet up." Okay, because that's how immersive it is.
Yeah, it is very immersive. Yeah, yeah.
Same thing on a roller coaster. When you're going down, you lift your feet, even though you know your feet isn't going to hit.
No, I'm
Jim.
I'm holding on to the bars, Jim. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So, Robbie, the one on the outside, that's the tensioner for the stick. Okay, it'll flop around. You got to make sure you have that tensioned when you're going to fly in normal and sport mode.
That would be
sport mode has a couple of,
right?
It's got a low roll, medium roll, high roll. High roll really dynamic. You can get some great action off the high roll sports mode, and it'll do 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's plenty fast.
Okay, I see it in there. So you're saying loosen it, right?
No, well, that one, okay. If it's floppy right now, then go in the other direction. Okay, so now you're tensioned up, right?
Okay.
Okay. So if you're fully tensioned and the stick stays centered with tension, that's when you go ahead and you can fly in normal and sport mode.
Right.
Yeah, but right now it's not moving. It's I got to manually move it. To get it to center, I loosen out the outside screws, what you're saying?
Right now, how is it, Robbie? That's what I'm not understanding.
Yeah. Right now, it doesn't bounce back. It gets stuck wherever I put
okay.
it.
Right. It's got to be tensioned now. You got to go the opposite direction. I forget whether it's clockwise or counterclockwise, but you can't really go too far. So don't force it. There's stops at both sides.
Yeah.
It's an adjustment screw with stops. So you want to get it to where it's tensioned and it does stay in the middle. Now, when you hold it up, Robbie, does the stick just flop all the way down?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
There's tension on it.
There's tension on it. Good. And now it's centered, right?
Yes, but I can't. This screw that's in here, the little one I can feel was loose. The inside one, but the outside one, it's like it's not stripped. I can see it's there, but it should be the same size screw, correct? I mean, the same size Allen.
I only got one Allen key with it. Yeah, it should be one size Allen key. As long as it's centered and tensioned, you're good. Now, if you want to untension it, then you can turn that F2 key the other way until the stick flops around, but it'll still come back, slowly to center, unfortunately. You got to release the friction, which is that inside one. That's the F1 screw. By turning that's going to release the friction and allow the stick to flop down, to zero throttle.
I'll have to work on that afterwards because I'm going to have to get a light in there, that other one. I don't know if he's partially stripped the screw. It's not
Now, you
stripped.
said you bought it used?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look stripped, but it's not going in like it should, and I just need to use a light to see it better.
Right.
So I can take care of that part and get that done. And then will this work left and right buttons unless he's changed them from the manufacturer? They should work the same as the GPS, where when I go forward,
okay.
it'll go up, go down.
Well, keep this in mind. Yes, in normal and sport mode, it's almost going to react the same way. Okay, but once you go into acro mode, it's a totally different game. Okay,
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that.
That stick is now your throttle.
Yeah.
So it's not going to do anything but that for you. So and so you have to basically realize there's a couple of different modes. you got to make sure you're in mode 2. So mode 2, and that drone you should only be flying in mode 2 because that's how you tension the stick. But I'll tell you, you're gonna have a blast with it. But start out in normal. Okay. Now, if you use the motion, you didn't get the motion controller, right?
No,
because the motion controller has a bigger shit button. It's got a big black button on it, and that's great because you can just, no matter what you're doing, right, Alexis? You just hit that button, man. She stops wherever she is. Okay,
even if you're in manual mode.
Yes. No, you can't fly in manual mode with the motion controller.
No, I'm saying you've got a oh shit button on this controller too.
Yes. So
does it work
if you
in
yes, it
normal
does.
mode?
If you hit, it works in all modes, which is incredible. When you're flying full acro and able to stop it. Okay. So the one thing you have to realize is if you hit it, it stops. If you hold it, then it will start beeping. That's your return to home.
Okay.
Okay. And Alexis was spot on with the virtual, that augmented reality with the H. Okay. It's that thing is great. I love that. Because you're zooming around having a great time, and it's like, oh man, where am I?
Mm-hmm.
And you just
so these are up and down. These are up and down buttons.
Yes, those are up and down keys. Yeah. Okay. Well, you have up and down and select. Okay.
Okay.
I'll grab mine also.
Yeah. And then this right here, Robbie.
Yeah.
Let me get my camera right on. Where am I? This little thing here. That's your 4-way stick.
Yeah.
It's like they call it a D-pad or something.
You
can go.
Oh, there it is.
You can go up, down, left, right, and then you can also push down. If you push down, listen.
Yeah, it's like an enter button.
Yeah, it clicks so that you select it with that. It took me forever to figure that out. I'm like, what the heck are they talking about?
Well, one of them has got the red dot on it, so that's probably the power button, right?
I think that's a record, isn't it, or something?
Your power button is is on the battery.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that red like a record, right?
Because I see two buttons, the red one and the one beside it.
That right there is what he's talking about.
Yeah, and what are they?
Okay.
I also bought some sticks that are extenders. The sticks are like double long.
Yeah, the large sticks.
Yeah.
They have a little more play in them too. So that's
I think we should start a group that is just for DJI FPV. That would be a cool
a setup group to help people
get like 100 people
FPV.
together. That'd be a cool group.
What are we going to put Billy Kyle out of business?
No, but we would definitely not have Ken Heron there. He hates this thing.
Well,
but I love it.
Reviews there.
Yeah, I love it.
The goggles are great. Again, caution. It's too easy to put these things down and have them damaged. Okay, if there's direct sunlight.
Yeah.
Because those are little magnifying glasses in there. Okay.
That's what I was telling Robbie.
Yeah, that'll burn out pixels in no time flat. So you got to be very careful with that. And I have my battery goes into a sleeve back here on the back strap.
Yeah, that's what I have.
And the other thing was I got rid of, I don't know what foam you have on there, Robbie, but get rid of that stock foam.
I got to put the app on it, don't I?
Yes. Well, have you set it up at all?
No, and that's my question. If I've got the control, if I'm not using my cell phone and I'm using my glasses, what's the cell phone for?
Oh, well, the cell phone, you're going to connect with the cable. Hopefully it was provided with you, and that can help you configure the drone if you need to make changes to it. That's initial changes, but after that, you're going to use the goggles for almost everything.
Yeah, this one's already set up, so shouldn't I just be able to just plug it in and turn it on and see through the camera?
Yes, you should be able to, unless, of course, there's pending firmware updates. Then you might have to connect. Okay,
well, let's try it here. I got that. I got my power.
Oh, make sure you attach the antennas. Do not power. It shouldn't be powered on without antennas.
Okay, let me get my
You'll burn
antenna.
it out. You'll burn out the antennas, the circuitry. I got sick and tired of putting the antennas on, taking them off, putting them on, taking them off, putting the sticks on the controller. So I wound up buying a case specific, and the props are a pain in the ass at Lexus, right? Okay.
I didn't think they were too bad. You just twist them off, right?
I love being able to, where I am, being able to drive down the road and, oh my God, look at that. I want to pull right over and fly. It was taking me 10 freaking minutes to put everything together, and
That's
and then
true.
the moment's lost.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna turn the drone on.
No props, right? Good.
No props.
Good.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely not an inside flyer. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah, I have the battery hooked into the goggles.
Good.
I'm going to turn the remote on.
You have your antennas.
Yeah, he's already configured it for him. Okay, so just put the goggles on now. Let me find the power. Well,
got his antennas
I don't see anything in them yet, so. Oh, cool.
Oh my God,
that's some look, right, Jim?
He's the Ant-Man.
He looks like the Ant-Man.
Hey, it looks good though. I mean, the camera. I'm definitely gonna be
Good night,
sitting down
all.
when I practice.
I gotta go.
Hey, Dominic,
Bye-bye.
take care, man.
Dominic, bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thanks for
Okay,
coming in.
it's telling me in the remote controller. Hold on. Remote controller control stick error.
Oh, you're gonna crash.
Take off with caution.
It says fly with caution, right? Because it what
Yeah,
mode are you in?
but it give me an error too. The system in normal mode. Remote controller control stick error. That's probably, I don't know why.
Yeah, it does take a while to set this thing up, so I see what you're saying about that.
On point updated. So okay, but at least I know from this point. So when I cut the goggles off, I'm basically just turning this battery off, correct?
Yes, the battery controls the on off on the goggles.
And I bought extra everything. I bought an extra set of props. I bought extra antennas.
Yeah.
Okay, I just need to work on this and get this set. And other than that, I think I can take care of it.
According to the DJI forum, Robbie, you have to reset the sticks to factory settings.
Okay.
You gotta go through the process with that other. It's probably that other screw you're having problems with. You might have to adjust that. Okay, and then restart everything, controller, goggles, and drone, and hopefully that error clears.
Okay, cool.
If not something I know.
Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. Hey, I was saying this before you came on. I always like making stuff with my 3D printer that's different. The sunlight bothers these, like you said. It can burn them. Al Duran burned his. If you look on the inside, the depth here, say it's that deep, the side of the glasses. Have you ever seen those little things you plug in your cell phone that it's a camera? It looks like a pen. Police use it to put it under doors and look at different stuff.
Yeah, it's like a scope.
They make a bunch of little cameras here, little bitty like FPV cameras that actually connect into a little board and a little LCD. And the LCDs start off at 1 inch by 1 inch to 1 by 1.5 to 2. There's different sizes. You could actually, up under the plastic part here, you could actually put one right here. If the light wouldn't hurt these, which I don't know if it would or not, because it's not direct sunlight, you could be flying and look through that and be able to see a camera that you'd mount on your strap. Because a lot of people that fly alone, I've heard
So
them say.
do you have the original remote, the original controller, the original
what?
RC
For this?
controller for DJI?
For that?
No, not for that. For like, do you have a Mavic 2? And
I got Air
have
2S.
the original remote?
What, the N1?
The controller.
Yeah.
You know, with the screen, the original one. You can actually run from the port on the side here to your controller, and somebody can be there. I've done that with my wife. She sits alongside of me, and she can watch it on the smart controller, the original smart controller.
Yeah, and I understand that for sharing, but what I'm trying to say is when you're out flying alone, I've heard a lot of people say, I don't like flying alone.
Oh, you're talking about eyes behind your head camera.
Well, just another set where you don't have to take your goggles off. I'm sure that someone could easily make something to where you could turn it on, and while you're flying, you could clip it on and take a glance to see what's around you. Because in Richmond, where Al flies downtown, dude, it's like you don't want to walk like 20 foot ahead of where your gear is, because there's a walking path beside it, and the guys will grab it and run.
My only concern with
location.
I would agree with you, Alexis.
What'd you say?
Find another location. Bring a friend.
Don't fly alone.
Yeah.
Don't fly. Yeah, you got that right. I was flying this thing in the New York City area, and that is the advice I would use, Jim. Do not fly alone.
I fly alone at my home, but
I'll do the same.
You're supposed to have a spotter anyway.
I'll fly alone out here because I'm in the middle of the desert. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I think someone's around, guess what? I'll fly the drone near me. Okay. You know, I'll recon the space with the drone. As I put the drone up, I'll look around with the drone and see, you know, if there's anything nearby, and then I'll fly my my battery.
I don't fly.
But
around
realize the, you know, if you're in sport high roll mode, or you're in acro mode, you're gonna chew down that battery pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's definitely not a drone you do a endurance test on to see how low you can get it. Okay.
Yeah, or how far.
So you got to be real careful. I really never bring it down more than 25%.
Is that like a return to home
time? Well, you set your criticals. Yeah, you wanna you got to make sure because the amount of torque these motors have, they eat up battery really, really quick. Okay. But sport mode with that motion controller is a blast. It is so, but Alexis was right. When you get back to your landing area, you actually have to center the dot in a square rectangle in order to be able to push the button and have it land. Okay.
You mean you don't want to catch?
Yeah, no, this is not one I'd be catching. Not those blades. Okay, because unlike the other drones we have, I mean the Mini 3, you can hit those blades and they flop around. Okay.
Yeah.
These blades don't touch a bad.
And remember the Mavic, okay, it's 2 blades hitting you. This bad boy had 3. Okay, so it's definitely going to take that digit off.
Yeah, so, my Mavic 3 would definitely take my fingers off compared to my Mini 2.
I personally watched Ken Dono hand catch it. But then again, you know, we know Ken Dono. So, not a drone to hand catch. But it's a blast to fly, Robbie. You'll have
How do you feel about the support arms? Alexis has them, but she doesn't use them she doesn't use them because her case doesn't fit. How do you like them?
I don't have them, but Eddie Nunez has them. And he says there's a great deal of rigidity there, so he believes it helps the drone. And Eddie flies regular FPV also, so you know I trust his word on that.
Hey Bill, I'm gonna send a link in the private chat if you can post that, and then go up to toward the end of the video. This is me flying my DJI FPV.
Okay.
So go to, that's the latest link that I sent. This is from my channel, and you can see me landing in my grass. I bring it in and just land in the yard in the grass in front of my home.
I normally, when I'm out, in the wilderness, I wind up landing on my on the bed of my truck, on my tonneau cover on the pickup truck. That's usually where I wind up landing it.
I'm not.
And out here, I have to.
Just so you
out
guys
here,
know,
I have to wipe it.
I'm going to close it down soon. We've been on for 2.5 hours, and I've already fallen asleep once on the channel. I don't want to do it tonight. Here we go. We got this. Invited. We're able to help each other. I appreciate Tom coming in, open lobby. But here is Alexa's video.
I was brand new to it at this point, so I'm just trying to figure it, because I kept trying to fly it like an airplane. Because I'm a pilot, right? I fly airplanes.
Yeah.
And so
Part 61.
Yeah, I have my own Bonanza. But,
nice.
It's a V-tail. It's beautiful.
I'm thinking of buying a Kit Fox. I'm still trying to talk the wife into it.
Oh, nice. So you're,
but I wanted
61 as well.
I want it factory built though. So
nice. Yeah, those are sweet. So I kept trying to fly it like an airplane. Like but anyway, you'll see me come in. I'll land. See that greenhouse? That's the Filipinos. They're right next door. I'm standing next to that blue truck. That's my husband's truck. So I bring it in under the tree.
Wow.
And I bring it up here and I go, whoa. And then I pull back and I go, because I figured the grass I'm not going to scratch it on
right.
concrete or anything. So that was my landing.
Question for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're flying, like I've noticed, and these are two subjects that I'll make quick because I know Bill wants to get off. Have any of you noticed when you've done updates on your Mavic series, like your Air 2S or your Mavic 3s, that when they do an update and you update the software, it flips it from follow me mode to FPV mode? It's happened on my smart controller. And I went to fly the other day, the Air 2S, and was like, what the hell was it tilted? Is there something wrong with the horizon? I checked it later, and it was on FPV mode. And trust me, I didn't change it. So on this drone,
good reason to always check your settings after firmware updates. Absolutely.
So on this drone, there is no follow me mode. It's always in an FPV design. Movement.
There's no There's no stable mode here. I mean, normal is as stable as you get. Normal is going to be as close as you get to GPS camera drone.
On the talking about going back to the settings of the smart controller, one thing that I've really learned here that's different than flying in the U.S. is we have a 300-foot cap here. So I was out, we were driving on the highway, and I looked up in the mountains and I saw this huge Buddha way up there. I mean, he looked like a skyscraper. I was like, pull over, I'm gonna fly. Well, so what happened was I flew over a little interstate, which is not a lot of traffic, and I flew to it, which was like a mile away. So I got to it where I could see it, and then I went up to my 300-foot max, and I was going to do a circle around it. I was not above it because my takeoff level wasn't above it. So when I got directly behind the huge thing, of course, I lost signal. Luckily, it doesn't instantly go into up to home, but the issue is, had I had that return to home set at 200 foot, and I lost signal, it would have dropped down 200 foot. It would have hit something on the way home easily.
It also depends in the advanced settings how you have it set. Make sure it's set to bypass.
Right.
And this way, it will use the senses to fly around obstacles.
Yeah.
Or if you don't have bypass with the Air 2S, you set your return to home ahead of time, higher than anything in the area.
Bill, I mean, it's always got to be site specific. Well, here's where that's a problem. Okay, Robbie, is if you're having battery issues or something like that, do you really want to unnecessarily tax it to ascend?
To go up,
Because remember, with these drones, it takes a lot more energy to descend Okay.
Yep.
And you know, so you wanna limit that. You know, Bill's right, man. You gotta really pre-flight's the key here on
Yeah.
all these drones. I would say probably a good 70% of the issues that happen out there are a result of lack of pre-flight. Like you don't know you didn't bother listening to the compass warning or the IMU warning. Okay.
Yep.
You can tell you're
Or
talking to another pilot when he says pre-flight because it's the same way with our airplanes.
there isn't a time you don't turn a page in that plane. I mean, going through checklist. Because no matter how long you've done something, you can easily get distracted, lose one step. And of course, that was the most critical step.
Yeah.
Okay. At least in the mix. And here, it's really not that hard. I mean, the worst thing I ever saw was me and Eddie Nunez were in Queens, New York by City Field, legally flying. I always have to preface that. And then somebody came by and said, "Oh, I can fly my drone here. I just got this new Mavic Air." So right away, Eddie taps me on the shoulder and I look over, and the guy had the drone already up in the air, about 6 feet, and he had the controller, and then he put the controller down and started hooking up his phone to it.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
So there's a problem there. Okay. But you got to go through, make sure you hit all those settings. Okay. The good thing about the new Mini 3, it forces a lot of people with a checklist at the beginning. Okay.
Yep.
And just make sure you're set for the area you're flying in. I mean, I have it set. Well, I have no limit on distance. And of course, I'm limited to 1,640 feet in altitude. And the reason I have it set for 1,640 feet is because I'm flying in the mountains. And as long as I maintain, within 400-foot distance of that mountain, I can fly.
AGL.
It's AGL. Yep. Okay. And it bothers me sometimes because 1,640 feet sometimes out here isn't enough to get to really, crest some of these ridges and mountains. And then it forces my fat ass to hike a little. Okay. But, this is fun. And with the motion controller, man, it is like flying a plane when you're using the motion controller.
What's it
as
cost?
close as
$200?
Yeah. You don't fly with the controller you have right now. Get used to it. But I'll tell you, it is a totally different experience with the motion controller. It really is.
That controller for the drone, they had another controller in a video game company put it out in the 90s. And I bought one for my computer store. And then I bought like a 55-inch. Back then, they had the big gateway monitors that looked like TVs, like this big.
Yeah.
I bought one for my shop, and I put it there by the front window. So when people would walk by, I would have a game on it. And, of course, every kid in town would want to come play. And I would try to keep as many kids in the store as I could because, when it's time to go home, guess who comes in the store to get them? Mom and Papa. And they would come in, and that's how I get people in the store. And I bought one of those remotes, and I'm telling you that it was a wireless joystick, and it looks just like that. And wherever you move, dude, it was like right on. I don't understand how that company didn't make it. It was an awesome joystick for playing.
Well,
games.
there was a Kickstarter several years back for the Mavic 2 special controller that this NASA astronaut / physician. He was part of this company, and he was looking to use this controller to possibly do remote surgery. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Using goggles, and in third world countries, being able to get somebody, to deal with remote situations like that. And so they first marketed for use with the DJI Mavic 2. I latched right onto it. The only thing is, it never functioned as advertised. Okay, and I think I paid $300 for the Kickstarter, and when it finally went live, it was $599.
Yeah,
And
well,
I'm glad I saved $300.
yeah. Well, look, I'm going to run. I appreciate all the advice, everybody.
Bill's
I really
falling
appreciate
asleep. I think we're all running at this point.
Well, we've been
I'm
on
out
for
of here.
3.5. We've been on for 3.5 hours, Tom. So
I joined late, Bill. Sorry.
yeah. Well, you're always welcome to join in.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I didn't realize the link was in the chat. That's why I asked.
Appreciate you coming in and helping Robbie out with his drone.
Yeah, I appreciate
Always
it.
wonderful.
Just tell me where
My
to send the
suggestion
chat.
is before you start buying accessories and going nuts,
Yeah.
is fly what you got.
Exactly. Get used to it.
And
Make sure
clean
you
yourself.
enjoy it enough to spend more
Yeah.
money on it. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Well, look, good night, guys and gals. I'm out of here.
All right, Robbie.
Robbie, good to see you. Bye.
Great to see you, Robbie.
Whoever's left here, I think it's mostly us.
And is it Ton or Tom?
Tom. Oh, you see, I got this brand new. I just set up a new computer. I got a brand new mechanical keyboard, and they put extra keys. So now instead of this many rows, I have this many rows, and I keep
really, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I gotta watch what I type. Besides what I have, watch what I have to say, which is always an issue. Okay.
That's pretty cool, though. All right.
That's the first time you met Tom. Tom, have you met Alexis?
A first time. First time.
Oh,
Fellow
that's
pilot.
Alexis?
And where are you out of, Alexis?
Corpus Christi, Texas.
Okay. I'm in
And-
Henderson, Nevada, up in the foothills,
Oh,
looking
yeah,
down
yeah.
at Vegas.
We've got family in that area. My
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah,
Well, let me think of where. Let me look. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm going for light sport pilot after some medical issues, and if I can talk the bride into it, I might do.
Why
there's
not? Why
there's a
not
whole
go? You've got a third class medical, right?
no longer. I have to go back and
Yeah, but how long has it been?
2 years.
Well,
3 years. 3 years. 3
You
years.
You don't need to. You don't need to go to sport.
3
You can go-
years.
You can go. Listen, you don't need to go to sport. You can go fly just what you're used to. I mean, anything. You can go up to like the whatever. If you had a third class medical in the last 10 years, you can go to basic med, and you'll do that through AOPA. Oh,
Jeez,
AOPA.
hold on. No, I think it was 2004.
Yeah, well,
2004.
then you'd have to get a third class medical.
Yeah, I'd
first.
have to get a third class. Well, my problem, I just had a quadruple bypass a few years back. So
Okay. Yeah.
but,
I used to work in surgery, a cabbage times 4.
cabbage times 4.
Coronary
And it
artery
happened when I
bypass.
was out here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I got physicaled on the job every year as with New York City Fire Department. But yeah, asymptomatic, and then just felt like I was drowning.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm
yeah.
sorry for that, but I'm glad you look good.
Oh well, yeah. I tell you, it was a life changer. So
Yeah.
all good, all good. I went back on the job for a couple of years because I wanted to get out of there on my own 2 feet. You don't want to be a plaque on a wall in that agency. And then retired, and now I feel like a teenager getting an allowance with no adult supervision. So
Good for you.
retirement's suiting me well.
Yeah,
I'm quite
good.
enjoying it. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Good.
Although I like the toy behind Bill there in the photo there. So he's
that's a nice
that's a real
toy.
cruiser, man.
That's one of my Uncle Bill's toys. And
Uncle Bill's toys.
for some reason, I haven't posted.
There's my Bonanza.
Very nice. I was in with a couple of buddies. We had all gone to this vocational high school, aviation high school, and we got out with A&P licenses. 2 of them went to the military and then became ATPs and pilots.
Sure.
One is just retiring now as a senior instructor for American Airlines, and so he owned a 172 and an Archer. But after 9/11, everything got so restricted by us.
Yeah.
And so expensive. I mean, we were even getting charged for quota on fuel when we weren't even using it. And we had ramp space, and they were really gouging us.
Oh, my
So-
hangar rent just went up 38%.
Jeez.
I mean, it was
Wow.
just like it was like overnight, no warning. It was like, what?
What are you paying for fuel now?
$6.72 for 100 low lead.
For 100 low lead, yeah. I would imagine New York is probably easily closer to 7.5.
Yeah, you're probably that or 8.
Yeah, 8, more likely 8. I agree with you.
That was the day I received delivery of my plane. They flew it down from Dallas. It's not very clear there, but yeah, it's a great plane. But see, I was flying these when I was a teenager, so it's been like 46 years or something since the last time I flew a Bonanza. So, but there's a reg that says if you've flown this before 1970 something another, which I did, or 1980, I don't know what the regulation is, you don't really need a sign off with a CFI, but I'd rather err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
So I went up several hours with 2 different CFIs and got checked out on it because it's so different than a 172.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, completely different.
There's a photo of my first landing since I was a teenager in this plane.
Nice. Your GoPro attached to the wing there?
Yep, bottom of the white. Yeah.
Yep. Have you followed?
She's got those videos on there.
Yeah, you can
go to my
YouTube
check them out.
channel and check them out.
Yeah, definitely. And we got a guy out here. I don't know if you've checked him out yet, but you know, part of we got a whole group of knuckleheads out here called the Flying Cowboys.
Oh, nice.
Fly up in because there's so much public land here. You know, go check out Trent Palmer.
Oh, I know of Trent Palmer. Sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Trent is part of the consortium of.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those
knuckleheads out here.
videos. Of course I have. Yeah, Trent Palmer.
Yeah, it's not bad when you can land on a public highway and pull up to an Arby's for some roast beef and then pull your planes over, you know, a Kid Fox or a Carbon Cub.
Yeah.
You can get away with 97.
Right.
You know, it's amazing some of this country out here, what you can do.
Yeah.
So.
I knew that sounded familiar. And Dayton, Nevada, how far is that from you?
Oh, you know what? I don't know, but I think that's further north. I think that's up closer to the Reno area, if I'm not mistaken.
So. Yeah, that's where my husband's sister lives.
So I would imagine that's probably a good 7-hour drive.
Oh, okay.
From us.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, before Bill completely collapses,
Falls asleep. Yeah,
I'm dying.
Bill, I can talk all night, man. Just cut me off right now.
The table was great stuff, but I just. Yeah, over
Bill, though, you probably set a record, right? What's your longest stream?
Well, I think I've done 4 hours.
Oh, well, let's just keep going. What the heck? Go
I stayed away through most of it.
Jim still has energy. Look at him.
Yeah,
he's still bouncing in the chair there. Come on.
Yeah, bouncing because my leg's killing me.
Yeah, he's
I just had knee surgery.
Well, I'm going to jump out now, so there's no excuse for Bill to stick around. Okay.
All right, Tommy.
Alexis, it was a pleasure. Jim, take care, man.
Take
care, Bill.
Stop in more often, Tom. It was great. It was great seeing you.
If you ever get down
Appreciate
this
it.
way,
Thanks.
Tom, look me up. We'll go flying together.
Sounds like a plan. Alexis, take care.
All right.
Everyone, have a good one. Everybody in the chat, have a good one, man. Stay safe. Bye.
Good night, Dominic. I think Dominic's left. He's the only one left in the chat. Good night, Dominic, and whoever else is there. You have a guys have a great night.